What is going on, everybody? Thank you very much for jumping in tonight. Whether you're here for the live stream or coming back and watching a replay of this, I appreciate it very much. Really excited about tonight. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. We got a great panel in line for you tonight. We got some great topics to talk about. So yeah, you never have to twist my arm too long to talk some movies and hang out with some good friends. So I'm going to bring them all out, but I'm going to say, first of all, everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all coming out here. We're going to kind of go in rounds. I want to make sure that I had given enough time for all the panelists to talk about their picks and the things we're going to talk about tonight, and then kind of circle back around to people in the chat. So please be patient with me. I always, I plead the rookie card way too much probably, but we'll definitely, we love having you in here. Love having you chime in. You can throw some pics of your own in the chat and we'll try to get those as soon as we can. But I appreciate y'all hanging out here. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start bringing people out. So everybody be ready backstage. Don't be taking a drink. Don't be, or anything, we're going to start bringing everybody out, but we got Kira and Mika out here.
Oh, wow. First up.
Hey, there you go. Hey, that's what the mouse clicked on, that you're lucky. You got to be right there. I appreciate you, but we'll do some more intros and things as we get going on. But the first thing I want to get you all out here, start having some fun, start talking about some movies here. But we got Ashley in here, Zombie Girl. How we doing?
Yay. Hello.
We got Sin's Corner in here. Hello. And we got Lana Del Fear. How we doing?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Okay. First of all, seriously, I appreciate you all coming out and hanging out with me tonight. All of you have been on my channel at one point or another, at least once at some point. And I appreciate you coming back and hanging out and talking some movies. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
So I hope you're all doing well. I know we were talking a little bit backstage, so it seems kind of funny to be like, hey, how are you doing after we already been talking? But I hope you're all having fun, gonna get excited about talking about some of the topics tonight. So everybody in the chat, we're going to be talking about the simplified version of what I was trying to throw around in my head is some outstanding female performances in horror movies. We're going to be talking about whether it's just overall great performance, a great final girl, a great villain in the movie, or just, it doesn't have to be Academy Award winner, best actress ever, but it's just something that hit you, something that you're oh yeah, that's an evil person right there. Or that's a great final girl, whatever. We're going to just have some fun, talk about some of those topics. I hope you can join in the chat and throw some of your suggestions in there as well. So, okay, I'm going to try to stop talking for a little bit. So, thank you very much for joining in. We got some people in the chat. I'm going to run through some of those really quick, but I want to jump into some of our topics here, some of our picks. I'll say this right now for everybody in the chat. I kind of broaden this out to try to make it kind of widen it out a little bit. So it's not going to be a debate of whether this is truly a horror movie or not. If it drifts into sci-fi, if it drifts into psychological thriller, if it drifts into criminal thriller, that's okay. That's not the topic for tonight. It's going to be some of those actresses that we've seen in those roles that really just kind of hit, and we'll talk about those and go from there. So everybody, thank you for being here. I feel like I'm talking way too much.
It's okay. You got it, Cor. You got it.
You do. It's your channel.
I love a good introduction. Yeah.
Wow. I always feel like I talk too much. So I appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to run through real quick, say hi to some people in the chat that are saying hi, and then we'll get into our picks and get going through this. So we got Movie Hunter in here saying evening, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you. And we got Jeff, John Doe Juggalo in here.
Yeah. I love the name.
Unplug, what's going on? Saying hello to you out in the UK. Unplug's great. I love it. Jumps in all the time. Great person. So Yeah, in the UK. So you're going to be early morning hours.
Ooh,
there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Super early.
Yep. Holland in here. Hello, Holland.
Collins.
I might skip by some of the highs back and forth, but we got Movie Hunter saying that. We got Meek and Kira in there.
Hey.
Hey, I know them.
I love it.
We got Tiana in here saying, hey, everyone.
Yo.
Everybody loves Tiana. I'm going to run through these really quick. So everybody in the chat, I'm going to run through these quick. I want to at least say hi to everybody that's jumping in. We're kind of going to go back and forth. But like I said, right now I have a limited amount of time with the great people I have on the panel tonight. I want to focus on that. But we will jump back in the chat every once in a while. So please be patient with that. I will try to balance that as well as I can. But we got Anthony in here saying, what up?
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
Everybody.
I can't read all that, Anthony. Come on. You're making it hard on me. We got Prince. Sorry. Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
Prince, hey, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. It's good to see you. We'll see here. At least I want to say hi to people jumping in here. We got like Jim's movie channel in here saying hello, Corey, and all wonderful ladies on the panel, as well as everyone in the chat. Yep. I'm surprised I was even mentioned in that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Corey.
Oh, I'm having fun with it. Come on. I'm having fun with it. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna try to run through that real quickly. We got Dark Room Reviews in here saying hi. You might have said hi earlier. I'm sorry if I missed the other one. We got Steve in here saying hello.
Hello.
All right. So I'm going to put a pin in that. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate it so much. Throw comments, suggestions, or your picks in some of these things. But we're going to get going through some of our panel tonight, what we got going on, and we will get back to you through the rounds. So the reason we love doing these live streams is getting this interaction. So I appreciate it very much. But just know with some of these panel streams, we will probably go through all the picks and then jump back in the chat a little bit. So just kind of balance that out. But so as we go through this, we'll start off. How we popped up here. We got Kira and Mika up on the screen. You want to throw out, I guess, the first round. You can kind of throw out. I will say everybody that's in the stream tonight, I have links in the description for either YouTube or Instagram links for everybody. If you want to go check them out, I would highly recommend it. But would you like to just throw out who you are, where people can find you, and then we can go into your first pick?
Oh, okay.
I love that.
It just never gets old. That stereo.
I love it.
It's better. It's better with the earbuds in.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
So we're Double V. Yeah, Kira Mika
Kira Mika.
and Double Feet Podcast. Well, Double Feature Podcast. And we're on YouTube and Instagram.
Soon to be other places, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're working on being consistent, though.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Isn't that a struggle for all of us? I mean,
Oh, yes.
Yes,
True.
but yes, you can follow us on YouTube and you'll see when we're doing something.
Yeah, doing something tomorrow.
Oh, yes,
so that's
right.
soon.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Aren't they awesome?
Yes. I've only been around you for 12 minutes, and I love you guys.
I tell you what, they're one of the people that I've had on a couple times that if you cannot smile having those two on your channel
know,
and
right?
hanging out and talking, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, gotta have a good time.
Oh, have to.
Okay, so we gotta do a pick.
Oh, yes.
So, okay.
Oh, you wanna
So
go
our
yet?
first pick, we went with a villain.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah.
So
For
for
showing it?
yeah,
we
we
can show
should.
it, yeah.
So we went with Rose the Hat.
Oh, you sneakers.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
That's what I was gonna. That was my first one too.
okay. I'm sorry. What was the movie? I missed it.
Dr. Sleep.
Rose the
Dr.
Hat.
Sleep. Okay.
Yes.
Good one.
Yes. Just
Excellent.
love her. Just love
Excellent
her.
pick.
I just
Can I say also a stylish villain?
Oh, yes.
I must
Right
say.
with
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
love it. Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause I think she does it's like a twist in terms of a villain who not even about the looks, but doesn't come across as evil if you were just to look at her and encounter her.
Mhm.
So I think that makes her presence that much more impactful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very ruthless.
Ooh.
manipulative. Like even when they're going after the kids, really doesn't care. You know what I mean? Just is really,
love her.
love her. I
Intense,
just
yeah.
love the ruthlessness. She's such a great villain. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't. When she has her sights set on something, she's all about that. I just love her, and I think Rebecca Ferguson. She's just a great actress. So yeah, gotta go with Rose the Hat. One of my favorite villains. Yeah.
So I haven't seen that, so I can't like.
Oh, dude, you
Corey,
must
yeah.
watch
seen
it.
that.
It's so good.
I wrote it down. I got the
She
pen,
was
got the paper.
literally scary in there. Like she's freaking scared.
Yeah.
Like when you saw her, you're like, oh, I believe you are bad. She was so good.
Something's not right about her.
Yeah, very obsessive. When she had her mind set on something, is like that's crazy. Yeah.
And this
Corey,
look,
get on it.
oh, that she would get.
So do you think that's the biggest thing that drew you to that character? That it was kind of, I mean, it kind of went under the radar a little bit. Like it wasn't just in your face evil, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I'm just kind of.
Well, I love that. I think Dr. Sleep is getting a little bit more love now because I'm hearing more people talk about it. But it did for a little bit to me felt like it went under the radar. And I actually feel like I might actually like it more than The Shining. But it's just so good. And I just love that she's even the opening, the scene when we first meet her, it's like you're trying to get like an understanding of, okay, what is she all about? If you didn't look at the trailer or look at anything. And she just seems like this, almost like angelic, if you will, right? With the kid in terms of presence until you do that switch, right? And you're like, oh my God. And I think the elements of the kids make it worse in terms of like, nothing's off the table. I feel like when you're killing kids, hey, geez.
They went there.
Yeah, like yeah.
So,
where else can you go from there, right?
exactly. Come on. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah,
that seems like the taboo thing.
She put you on edge when you are first introduced to her. It's like, oh, okay, well, this is, but it's like this subtle, weird shift that happens early on in that scene with the young girl. You're like, oh,
I know,
she's so creepy. What's wrong?
Very much. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Sorry.
You should rewatch The Shining.
Yes.
And then watch Dr. Sleep. I feel like rewatching The Shining before I saw Dr. Sleep helped me appreciate The Shining more because I was never super crazy about it. It was okay, but they go together really well.
really
Mike
well.
Flanagan, such a good director.
Yeah, he does Stephen King adaptations the best.
Yes.
I've become more of a fan recently. I'll admit I'm late to the game on him, but some of those like Hush and some of the other ones.
He's like one of those names. It's like now it's like, okay, Mike Flanagan, I'm there. I'm gonna watch it.
So I do have that movie in my collection. I have not watched it yet, unfortunately. So okay, but so now it sounds like I gotta do The Shining.
Yes.
Do a double feature, Shining and Dr. Sleep.
Double feature, Corey. Yes.
There's
just
an
like the double
extended
feature
version of Dr. Sleep too.
Oh yes, and
Yeah.
And I think the version I have has that one on there too, but I'll have to check that for sure. But all right, great. We're like kicking it off really well. I like I said, I hate that I knew there was going to be a bunch of these but I love doing these streams because I get so many movies that
Find out about.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, that or maybe I've heard about them and I haven't seen them yet, but it will nudge me to get going on.
Exactly. Yep.
So, all right, great. That's perfect to kick it off. So. All right, we're going down the line. Ashley, Zombie Girl, what's going on?
Okay.
You do a little intro. Do your little sales speech. Come on.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram because this is the only way I do YouTube is with you.
Would I twist your arm to make you come on every once in a while?
No, I like coming on. It's fun to do it.
Oh, it's fun. This is a good time.
But for my pick, I'm gonna go with like a new movie. And you you have to have both. So I'm gonna go with Sister Paxson and Sister Barnes in Heritage.
Oh, those are so good.
That was one I had on my list to maybe talk about.
I gotta start striking out stuff on my list now.
And actually, we were just chatting back and forth about that one too.
Yes.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I was late to the game on that one, but okay. No, I'm gonna shut up.
It's fine.
Go.
No, I grew up Mormon, so watching that movie, I mean, when I first watched the trailer and how they go into the house, I was just like, "That's no, you don't. No female missionary does that. You are not allowed to go into someone's house and physically see a woman." So I was just like, "You stupid women! What are you
Broke the cardinal rule.
doing?"
But the movie wouldn't have been as good as if they did that.
I know,
You know?
and I mean, they do ask, a few times, and I'm just like, homie, you trusted him too much.
Yep. Trust in hearts.
Yeah, and see, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I like Sophie Thatcher. Like ever since Yellow Jackets, I was just
I'm a big fan now. Yep.
She is like my absolute favorite, like young actress right now. But like I saw her and then Hugh Grant. I was like, okay. I had no idea who that other girl was, but
oh yeah, that was
I really liked her role in that movie
Chloe
though, too.
East, I think is her name.
Oh yes.
But after seeing that, I was just like, can somebody get her some more roles too?
Yeah, she was
incredible.
Yeah.
When
They
I
were
thought about
both
throwing
so
that
good.
movie out, it was almost going to be a tie between the two of them because I liked her character arc through the movie.
Yes.
She had a great character arc. I didn't expect that at all.
Exactly. Well, and I like how they set up the final girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In the conversations in the movie, it just I liked that they didn't make fun. I mean, they did, especially the crosswalk scene when they pants her to see her, underwear.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to jump through a screen so badly. Because I'm just like, dude, just because you don't agree with them, you don't have to make fun of them like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, that bugged me. But I don't know. I liked that it made you think.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yep.
But it also didn't like dictate your beliefs.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I like
that.
Yeah.
It was done well.
Yeah, a lot of conversations. I love the dialogue.
Yeah, so interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to say the dialogue, it's crazy how you can have a movie well done where the dialogue can add suspense and like tension with just words. With just words. There's no I don't know. There was a lot of tension there in there. I don't want to give anything away, but like when they're in a room and the three of them talking, I mean, there's a lot of tension that's being drawn with the conversation that's happening.
Oh, yes, you got that blueberry pie.
Yeah. Oh, and you see the candle too. Yeah.
Game changer. Game changer.
But and the look on her face too.
Oh, I know. I'm like,
yeah. I don't know. I'm more of like, the older I get, not that I didn't like them when I was younger. I love movies like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love slashers and cheesy crap too, but it's just like, this is my jam. Because I remember when it was coming out, I told my mom, was like, excuse me, ma'am, you're going with me to this movie. And she's like, okay. So she loved it too. So I was just like, can we have more like smart horror, which I think
cerebral? Yes, exactly.
Words and cerebral, yes.
I don't know. She just played that naive innocence so well. Both of them did. So I was just like, yeah, these two are definitely on my list.
Yeah, good pick. And Hugh Grant, I just must say, oh my god,
oh, he's creepy as all get out.
Because he seems so friendly, and he's just like, but you know something's wrong. I just know you're going to stab me in the back. So
Literally,
away. Bad guy. But
that's the thing.
He's so fascinating.
He plays that bumbling kind of like innocent character in that movie, but then you just find those little digs where he's cutting deeper and deeper with some of the things, and I'm like, oh gosh, like okay, this is where he's going with everything.
Well, he also, something that was really cool about this movie was each side had good points actually. They had this well thought out argument, but like one of my favorite scenes was the one it was Sister Barnes, because she was one of the ones I picked. Sophie Thatcher again. Companion Sophie Thatcher, fantastic.
So good.
Which I really loved.
But when he was like giving this whole spiel about his stance, and she was like, well, hold up a second.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
forgot that this and this and this, and the reason the Jews, this and this and this, and this and this, and you forgot all this, and they're not even, it's like, oh, I like you.
Yeah.
She was so
You were
feisty.
good back to that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
where
he
this,
thought they were
not to,
stupid, though.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
He did.
Yep.
Yeah. He
like
did,
he knew
exactly.
everything.
He
Like
thought they
he
were
had it all
brainwashed.
figured
They
out.
couldn't think
and-
for themselves or
Exactly.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I know that people think that Mormons are just narrow-minded and they only think this way. It's like, no, they have the Bible. Like, people don't realize that
Yeah.
the Holy Bible is up their book too. They just have a Book of Mormon that their religion is based on.
Yep.
So it's just like, no, they still know other things. And then obviously, a lot of these people are super educated when they go out on these missions because they are challenging other people's religion,
Yeah.
to convert them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool too, that conversation.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one thing. Not to give away too much on this, but I love that comment. I think it was the Sister Barnes to Paxton, where it was like, he can overpower us physically, but you have to combat him like mentally, like with and think through the things. And I just loved seeing her arc where she got more confidence, where she could do that, and she did it. I mean, she took it to him. So no, that was definitely one that I was
So good.
I put
Sorry,
on potential list. No,
I love it.
but I would hate to be at the end of it and be like, oh, I wish I would have said that one. No, I thought everyone was going to say it. I didn't say it, but that was a great movie, and I just recently got to that one, so I was late to the game on it.
Oh, but you saw Corey.
That's okay.
Yeah. I saw
At
it.
least you saw it.
Yep.
I know.
Yes.
I know. So I got that going for me. All right, Ashley, that's a great one. So, all right, Sin, you're next up.
We're going this way.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking.
I didn't know how.
Maybe it's laid out different for me when I'm looking at the screen, but
Okay.
if you're okay, we'll go with you.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I was just like ready to mark another one off that I had.
But okay, give your little sale. Where can people find you? What you doing?
I forgot who I am. I'm
Who are
Sin.
you?
I'm Sin's Corner. I used to do like reactions and stuff, but that's not really where my love is. My love is talking about movies and stories, so I mostly do reviews now. And so yeah, that's where you can find me. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, but I don't really keep up as much there as probably Twitter's where I'm more active, but whatever. I prefer YouTube. So my first pick was going to be Rose the Hat.
What are the odds?
I did have Sister Barnes. I've got 2 marked off now. So
check.
Now I don't know who. Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'm going to pick a person in a movie that was directed by someone we've already talked about. And the character's name is Madison Young from Hush.
Oh, yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan movie. One of the first movies of his I think I saw. And I just have you seen it, Corey?
What movie are you talking about?
Hush.
Hush. Yes, I have seen Hush.
Oh my gosh, you've seen it. Okay.
I thought you were talking about another. I thought you were meaning that she was in that, but you were going to talk about another movie.
This is the movie. I'm getting to the actual movie. I can chatter a bit too much too. This is the movie. So the premise of it was so interesting. I also love the little cool Easter eggs in there. That the book that she was writing was Midnight Mass.
Yes,
that
I love
he
that
did,
too.
and also Bev was her neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay. But the oh my goodness, the fact that she was deaf, and one of the most chilling scenes in there that I never forgot about, and it still creeps me out, is when she's on her computer, and he's like right behind there.
Sending the pictures. Sending the pictures.
Well, not at that part yet. But like when she's just completely ignorant about what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's right back there, and it's like, oh my gosh, and she can't hear, but she's a complete badass, and she didn't just lie down and just let him kill her or whatever. She fought back, and she was pretty smart, and I thought it was just a really really well executed
Yeah,
film.
so good.
Yeah. So great final girl.
Oh,
yeah,
love
I
it.
love Betty. Yeah.
I know the kitchen scenes is the one that got me. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, the neighbor.
You're the neighbor. I said, oh,
Yeah. But
please.
you know, okay, something about that bothers me. How come she didn't feel the vibrations of this?
Right?
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was on that glass.
Wow.
No,
She's about breaking that thing. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, if I had at any point in time where I looked at my computer or my phone and I saw a picture of the side of me of actually doing the same thing that I'm doing at that point, I'd
be like,
like,
think-
what the? But you see that?
Burn this
But
place.
I think she did. I think she did a great job with that too. Where you just see the fear or the shock, whatever, come over her face, and she like doesn't want to look the direction she knows it's coming from. And I don't know. Yeah, I think they did a great job.
Oh,
Yeah, I
excellent.
love it.
That's a good one. Oh no, Michael. Yeah.
Okay. me?
Now we got Lana Del Fear.
All right,
Lana.
here we
Okay, Lana. What
Yes,
you got
I
going
love
on?
Lena's
Lana,
name.
you got your YouTube channel up and going
I
now,
did.
right?
I know. I can't believe it. Yes.
Yeah. So since last time we
Follow
talked,
everybody.
last time we talked, I had you on here. You didn't have it
Yep.
like full fledged going, and you got the YouTube channel
I
going
know.
right now, right?
I pulled
Nice.
the trigger.
Yep.
For some reason,
Love
it was so intimidating, but now it's like my preferred go-to platform because there's no pressure. I film, I edit through the week, just post once a week, and I feel good about it. You know what I mean?
That's
That's nice.
So I'm gonna have to give everyone follows and
Yes.
comment and everything.
So I will say that again. Everybody that's on here, I have links in the description. Go
Yes,
follow all
yes.
of them. You
I'm
might find
loving
your
it.
next favorite channel. Go check it out.
Yes.
It doesn't cost you anything. You just do
That's
it.
right. I know. I'm
Yep.
super new and still getting the hang of it, but I'm having a good
Love it.
time. So. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Lana Del Fear, and now on YouTube, like Corey said. I just did a video about my name. I know it's misleading, and you might
Oh, I
think
love it.
Lana Del Fear, but it's Lena, and I brought that upon myself. But it's fun. So for my first pick, I'm gonna go with my favorite final girl. So I'm coming out the gate with my favorite,
Oh.
and that is Erin from Your Next.
Oh my
Gosh, I love her too.
Another F10.
It's so
So
good.
good, so good, Corey.
Oh my god, you guys, all of our good minds. Think alike.
I knew somebody had to pick that one.
Have
That-
you've
Had
seen
to.
it? You've
Oh
seen
yeah.
it, Corey?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
Oh,
good.
That's good.
It's
I love it. I love it.
Fabulous. Yes, I love it so much, and I love Erin because she seems just like this cute, tiny girl. You don't suspect her of being, raised on a survivalist compound or whatever, and setting up the traps very Home Alone esque.
Oh my god.
Yep,
You know what
yep.
I mean? Like the axe above the door and
It's awesome.
the nails or the tacks and all that. Like, I mean, oh my gosh, she just freaking kills it. And when I was brainstorming all these ladies, I was like, I was trying to remember the end of Your Next, and I'm like, is she a final girl? I think that was like up in the air. You know what I mean? But in my mind, she's a final girl.
Yeah.
You can just say
Yes.
overall great performance too.
Overall
It's
great
like,
performance.
Yeah, it's
Oh yes,
that's great.
yeah. That movie is just so awesome. And then down the line when I found out Ty West was one of the siblings at the table, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then of course we love X, Pearl, and Maxine and all that he went on to do. But yeah, I just love Erin, love her accent.
Oh, she's good.
She's got it all.
Yeah.
So that's my first pick.
Great pick.
Mhm.
So I had that in my stack too, and also I love stories. I love stories when people are underestimated and like
Yes.
that they're like, oh, they're going to be the fall person. Like they're going to be the easy pickings to take the fall on this, or be the one that get us away. Get away with what we want to try to do, and you see they were underestimated. They rise to it and like bring something else out and come out ahead on the end of it. So I love stories like that.
Sure.
But that's a great one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Aaron. Oh yeah, love Aaron. That's good.
She's got one of the best kills too, that blender.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
It's like,
I love that
yes,
kill.
yes.
Yeah.
She took two on at once.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. There's some good ones on there too. Yeah, it's got a great new, like, what was it? Second Sight did a
Second
nice
Sight.
big
Oh,
release
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
that's
I don't have that. I just have, but I still have the movie, so I can still.
That
I
whole
love
family-
it. That cover is so good.
I know.
That song is like embedded.
Oh, yeah.
That keeps.
Yes, same.
But it's weird with some simple masks like that can be freaky. You know,
Yeah,
like,
they were creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They were just animal masks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that little
Yeah.
lamb looks really scary.
Yeah, but it was though when you
know
start
it
watching
was.
that. Oh, that was a great one. That's one I had in the stack, but I that was the reason I pulled some extra ones out kind of around, because I figured, I was like, oh, I would be surprised if somebody doesn't say that one at some point.
Oh yeah, I love it.
But yeah, so that's so is that a movie you go back to very often, or?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, absolutely. I need to. It's about time I rewatch it. But I when that movie came out, and I won't spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen it in the chat, but the reveal of the killers and the intention behind it blew my mind. It's like I never
Yeah.
saw it coming.
Yeah.
No.
Twisty stuff. I like twisty
Yes.
stuff like that.
Same. Yes.
All right. We made it through one round.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't think I'm going to have any picks left by the time
Yeah,
we're
right.
done with round two.
I know.
Corey,
That's
you
what-
go.
ha-
You go, Corey.
happens.
He's like bingo, you know.
What's-
Oh, I got to go still. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Corey did go.
I haven't gone yet. I guess. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do one. Maybe it's a little off a little bit, but I still consider it in the realm. But that's where I was picking some different ones, just because I knew there was going to be a bunch of them we all would really like.
Oh.
But I'm not saying it's way off there, but I'm going to go with Alien with Ripley.
I
Sigourney
almost,
Weaver.
almost picked her.
That was
Yeah.
on my list.
Yeah,
Oh, my
she's
gosh.
a great
Corey,
one.
you know, Corey, that's on our list.
Oh, I love her in this, and even Aliens. But I think Alien kind of leans into the horror movie a little bit
That's actually
more.
my favorite one, Corey. Yeah, she goes to sleep to it
Yeah.
every night. Yep, I do.
Oh. I love her. I love her in this. Yeah, that's where you talk about some original badass women in horror movies.
Sure.
I know
Yep.
there was earlier ones, but she's one that really stands out. That was probably earlier one for me to see, and but it was kind of cool because she had a range of emotions through that movie, where she wasn't just,
Lovely Ripley, yeah.
you know, like she showed some motherly care there, and then she also showed some just like smart badass, like fighting back against the
same.
alien, and I think she was an all-arounder in that movie.
Yeah, they broke protocol when they opened the door.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah,
Our quarantine. I
gotta
know.
listen to her.
Yeah.
So I know maybe I was hoping this was going a little off, because I know it's sci-fi-ish.
Yeah,
No,
but
that
it's
was
horror.
on our
It's
list.
still horror.
I think
Yeah,
it's horror,
yeah.
but
No, that was on our list because you guys,
Yeah.
if anyone knows us, they know that Sigourney is queen.
oh, she's
Yeah.
Yes.
Ripley, I love Ripley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
that's a great pick. I was like, if someo's gonna pick her, I definitely am not gonna put her down. But she was in my brain.
She always in ours.
yeah, great. Yeah, that's a great character in that movie, and I love seeing it going on to other ones, but that first one, it's kind of hard to top that.
Yeah.
Nope. And it looks so good on the big
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
It came
Oh,
back
yeah.
out last year for the 45th
Oh.
anniversary. Oh, it was so
Oh,
beautiful,
Oh,
y'all.
I'd love to see that.
Oh, if you must go see it if you're able. If it comes,
That's
it was
awesome.
just like it holds up, y'all. Holds up
Oh,
so
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like a scene with
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah,
Mother.
that's what I'd love to see that in the theater. That's a cool thing. Our theaters, they have started doing some more classic movies where they'll bring them out every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Which one I was supposed to see tomorrow or last night, but we had ice and stuff in our neck of the woods, and so I didn't want to mess with it. So I missed out on it, but it's kind of cool.
What was it? What was it?
Well, maybe it might be one of my picks.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So
All right.
maybe my next pick. I'll let
Okay.
you know from that. I don't want to ruin it. It is going to be one of my picks because there was an evil villain in there that I think
Okay.
we'll put in there. So
Okay.
teaser there. So. All right. We got through one round now. I've remembered myself in that. So I'm going to run through the chat just real quick and then we'll get going. So I appreciate y'all hanging in here. You never know with these things how long it would take to get through a round and, you know, hang out and talk. And but I appreciate it. I did some great picks so far.
Yes, you guys were doing good, I must say.
Yeah, only 35 minutes. That's why I was like, I don't know, when people were like, how many to pick out? And I'm like, I don't know how many we'll get through.
I know we were saying Corey with 50 questions. What do you mean by this? How many?
Yeah, right. But I understand because I think I was making it more complicated than I need to. But Jim was saying, how do you ladies feel about Strange Darling?
I
It
absolutely
was
I
my
liked
favorite
it.
film.
Loved it.
I
Yes.
liked it.
Yep, I
She
thought it
was,
was
she
good.
was really good in there.
So enjoyable.
I like the twist in that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She was actually like my girl from. Did anybody see that? Was I the only one who watched that cheerleading series, Dea, where she was like the coach?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah. She was actually. You don't know if she looked good or not in that.
Oh,
but
she played in that?
Yeah, she played in that.
Oh.
It got canceled though. I digress.
It was good, but not that good. I'm gonna run through. I'm gonna skip by some of the highs back and forth just to kind of save some time here. But we got Lana. You got some. You got some thumbs up for your.
Thank
your
you.
name there.
Thank you.
We got Lana Del Fear, The Walking Dead.
I
there
think
you go.
it's my shirt, but it's the
Oh,
Evil
there you go.
Dead.
Evil Dead. Yep.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead going. Got Rich in here, Turner Fan 77 saying, "What's up, everyone?" All right, I'm gonna run through here. We got D in here saying, "What's up, Corey?" And hey, all. Thanks for jumping in. I know these are probably from a while ago. I just like to get through, like when we have panels like this, to get through everybody and then jump back into the chat. So, not ignoring you. It's just trying to balance that all out. Jim was saying, great pit. I actually prefer Dr. Sleep to The Shining, mainly because of Rose.
Look at that.
She is
Oh
awesome.
yes. Oh yes.
All right. Running through these. Sorry. I am a slow reader, so.
That's pretty Corey.
Dark Room Reviews saying Rose, the hat is dark and amazing. Movie Hunter saying Dr. Sleep was an amazing sequel.
Yeah, well done.
Wish I'd seen that on the big screen, but it wasn't.
Oh, I
in theaters
know.
early.
Yeah.
We saw when it
Yeah,
was
it flopped, unfortunately.
I know. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's funny how sometimes there's some really good movies that flop in the theater. But
Better Man, y'all.
Yeah.
Better Man.
I haven't
was a
seen that
big
one yet.
flop, but that
I haven't
was
seen that.
fantastic.
Oh,
It
I
was
heard
so
good
good.
I love that.
Yeah,
It was,
I didn't see
it
it.
was so good.
I'll have to check that out. Anthony is saying Heretic is perfection. Let's go, Ashley. Anthony was actually one night I was like sitting, it's kind of fun when you have some people you've met in this space and you're like, I don't know what I want to watch tonight. And he was throwing out a couple movies and one of them was Heretic. And I'm like, maybe I'll check that out. And ended up really enjoying that one. So,
yeah, so good.
Doesn't surprise that one. I loved it.
But that's what's crazy, how fast you can pick it up on, even if you have to rent it. It's crazy how fast you can get to it from when it's been in the theater.
Oh yeah, the turnaround is quick now.
Yeah, I remember back you had to wait like sometimes a year or more.
Oh yeah,
Video.
Like you didn't see it in the theater, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, next year you can rent that one.
Yeah,
but
huge FOMO back then.
Back in my day. My olden days.
Yes.
Steve, what's going on? Saying hi to everybody. Okay, I'm gonna try to run here through really quick. Anthony was saying Hugh Grant is very disarming with his Mr. Rogers outfit. And the way he speaks.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And the way he kept going back and forth, I'll be right back. I was like,
so
oh yeah.
What
you doing?
Did you guys see him in The Gentleman? Have you seen The Gentleman?
Yeah.
I know it's not horror, but he's in that. He's really good in that.
Yeah.
I agree. I have to make note to see that.
That's a good one. It's a Guy Ritchie.
I like Guy Ritchie.
With Matthew McConaughey and Michelle Dockery.
Oh wow, good cast.
It's
Colin
really
Farrell.
good.
Colin Farrell has a good role in there
that's
too.
right. Colin Farrell's in there.
the coach or whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh no.
And Henry Golding, I think that's his name. Guy from Crazy Rich Asians. He's in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good cast.
I was on Netflix too.
Oh, noted.
And Charlie Hummel. I think, yeah.
Oh, the Sons of Anarchy.
Sons
Yeah.
of Anarchy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
that's
really
right.
good.
He is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faces you'll recognize
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you watch that.
for sure.
That's my Jax.
That's the name of my dog, and it wasn't on purpose.
Oh,
Yep. Our lab is Jax.
oh, I love
great.
that.
Now you can say you named him after the Sons of Anarchy character.
Well, what's funny is we let our kids name our dog when we got him. I know this is totally like I like to go off script quite a bit on these things, but anyway, we let them choose, and they were searching names, and they came up with Jax. And I was talking to one of the guys at work with me, and they were like, "Oh, you let your kids?" I said they got to name him, and they're like, "You let your kids watch Sons of Anarchy?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" I didn't realize that was his name
Oh.
in the,
Like,
the
yeah.
show. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, whatever."
Of course.
I'm just cool. I'm the cool dad.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anthony was saying Hush is so good. I love it when they write female characters to be smart and to think their way out of tough situations. She can't
Yeah,
overpower
they have
him.
to.
Yeah,
They don't have the physical strength, you know.
but that's like Heretic too. When we were talking about that, it's kind of the
Yeah,
same.
they were using their brains
Yeah.
to get out of the situation.
Where she said that, like, you can't overpower him, but intellectually,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can challenge him.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Maneuver.
Yep. Anthony was also saying, I like the fact that she struggled to load the cross.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that
So
scene.
hard.
I didn't realize till that scene.
That would have been
That
out.
She's really
out.
hurting herself.
And my vision, I would have been done. My vision is so bad. Even if I got it crossed, you would have hit anything but the guy.
Same.
I'd be on it like
I know.
this.
I know.
I'll tell you what, of all the things of the movie, that thing made me cringe the most is watching her with that crossbow and like, ripping across her fingertips and like, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I just wanted her to get it so bad.
Ooh, that was so tense.
And she wasn't vocalizing like people that can hear do, you know, because they're different. They vocalize differently, and so she wasn't like screaming like how we would do, like you know, it wasn't like that. It was like silent, a little bit. Yeah,
it made it so much more intense.
yeah, exactly.
I know I was cringing when I was watching that. I was making faces.
Oh my goodness, a couple times.
Yeah. Got Nikki in here, Jane Doe Latte saying good evening, Corey and ladies. Thanks for jumping in here. Jim was saying the first time he saw Alien was in 1979 at the drive-in.
Oh, wow. So cool.
Awesome.
Oh gosh, that would scare me that would scare me like crazy too. No.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a memory. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the drive-ins. I have so many good memories.
Oh, yeah.
With
We have one left.
Yeah, we still have one left near us.
Holding
cool.
on. Holding strong.
The holdout.
Yep.
That's still going. We got Eli in here saying, what's up, everyone?
What's up?
All right, I'm going to jump through here. All right, I might put a pin in here. If I missed anybody's, it's not on purpose. Just kind of running through here, keeping going with the pace. But I love everybody in here. Thank you so much for jumping in with the chat. Keep going, keep going. We will come back to you, but we're back around for round number 2.
All right.
And we got Kira and Mika again.
What are we going to pick? Let's see. Let's do. Oh, we'll do Jordan. Yeah, I'm okay.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
No, we'll just say it. No, we'll say it. We'll say
yes. So we picked, I don't know if anyone has seen this, but it's like such a favorite one of ours. So Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night, Jada Pinkett Smith's character.
Yeah.
Nice. So like just a character overall, like such a small package, but feisty, like humor, like so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just thought she was such a spitfire.
Yeah, I love her character. And again, another one of our female heroines with the cats. You know, we have a thing with our ladies and our feline friends.
That's right, like with Ripley and
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she
Continue with the theme here.
that's right. I love it.
she just was so badass. And that one, again, I think more people are talking about it, but it kind of falls off sometimes. But it's just a fun time, that whole cast. But I just love her because she's not a take a seat kind of girl.
Nope.
She's all about figuring out, getting her hands dirty, and
It's
just
so funny.
so funny. Yeah. So
And I can't believe it's so funny. That's a movie that we always said used to scare us, and now we watch it. I'm like, I can't believe I was scared.
It's so good.
Yes.
You forget how comedic it is. It's
Yes,
actually pretty
oh my
funny.
god! Isn't it been, like, we laughed so much through this movie.
Those demons used to scare the hell out of us.
But it's
Well,
hilarious.
Billy Zane was having way too much fun in that.
I've had so many of those where it's funny, where you like the movie and it scared you to death as a kid, and maybe you went decades before you watched it again. But then you watched it again, you're
You're
like,
like, what?
why couldn't I go to sleep that
Why
night?
was
You know,
I
like,
scared? Yeah.
but at the time it freaked you out when you watched it.
Exactly.
So it's good cheese.
Love it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He did a deep clean. So dusty. I love the vibes of it though.
Yeah, so dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is that one you own? You have it in the
Oh
collection?
yeah. We still have I still watch it on
Oh yeah, we still, like, literally, because we still have a VCR.
we like to watch the
on the
VHS.
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
so
I love it.
cool.
I love it.
Wow.
I love
We'll
it.
put that right on the VHS. Give
Oh,
me
yeah.
migraines. I love it.
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen that one forever. So that's what's fun. It's fun to revisit some of those that you haven't seen in a long time. That, as kids or whatever age you were when you saw them.
Oh yeah, we
first
love
time.
it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So you got the VHS. You don't have any upgrades for that? Do you ever want to?
Oh, I do, but I just like, sometimes I like watching horror movies on VHS because sometimes I don't think they need to be brightened up. I like the grain.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fun. Oh my god, we just hope that we always cross our fingers that our VCR doesn't eat it.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
can
Oh,
you
gosh.
imagine?
So far,
Yeah.
so good. Oh yes.
Ugh.
We put
It'd
in
be like
the
it'd be like the cassette deck in my car when I was a kid, where you had to take the pencil out and like wind the cassette tape back up in there because it was like eating it out of the thing.
Oh, no.
But do you think that's some of the nostalgia though too, like seeing it the way you saw it originally?
Yeah, I love it.
too?
Oh yeah, and it's such a fun, like, even like we've seen it so many times now, but just rewatching it, just even the characters, the dynamics between all of the actors and actresses in it, it's just really fun.
It's funny.
And we love just Geraldine's character. She is such like a spitfire, in our opinion.
Yeah, I love
So yeah,
I had to show.
I love it. I love it. I love the nostalgia though too. I have been in points like that too, where it's kind of fun to, even when you know it's not the best, like technically best way to see the movie, but it just is fun to go back and revisit it again in that same way you experienced it the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Went back to that. So, all right, cool.
Holding on. She holding
strong.
on.
Oh, yes.
I love it. I love it. Ashley, we got you up next.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my favorite final girl, which is Sydney Prescott.
Oh,
Scream.
Yeah.
She will always be my favorite.
Good
Like,
one.
she I don't know, maybe it's because I was 7 when that movie came out, and I saw it when I was 7, because that's
Easy.
what 7-year-olds do.
Easy.
But like,
I was older
she
than
just
7 at
didn't
that
take
time.
anybody's shit.
Oh,
She
Sydney.
took no one's shit. I loved it. Like, you didn't really, I mean, granted, older, movies with final girls, which I love them. But this one, she just immediately was just like talking shit to him on the phone.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Almost like, dude, yes, continue, because you are me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then her just progressing throughout the whole, and she's never like over the top strong. She's just a woman,
Yeah.
and she tries to outsmart him, which most of the time, thankfully, she does with the help of others, but still, because she kind of, I don't know, I know a lot of people say she's kind of like a deadpan in those movies, like she's never in reality.
Put some
I
respect.
get that.
I don't.
I've literally heard that recently, and I'm just
Oh my
going,
gosh, absolutely.
what?
No.
She's fantastic.
I love her. Yeah, and I love her trajectory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
But see,
Exactly.
I think I appreciate characters like that more often when they're not just like the badass boss, and just overpower everybody. Like, they have their weaknesses and they have their struggles, and they might not make it through it, and they might have to rely on other people too. But they use whatever facilities they have available to them, and they get through that. And I think that's more realistic to me, and I appreciate them more.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I feel like those movies in general, though, were like super realistic.
Oh yeah.
With even the kills, besides the garage door kill. That still bugs me. I'm like,
Are
that
you
thing
talking
could
about
not
the
lift it up.
You talking about the first? Because I have some
Yes.
issues with some kills in the latest movies.
No. The first one.
Yeah, the first one. I think it's like the garage
Yeah.
door.
No, and then like
I try to shut my garage door and run out before it shuts, and it will not do
Oh
that.
my
And I'm like, crap.
Oh.
I'm like, how in the world can I get killed by this thing? I can't even like try to
Exactly.
purposely shut
When
this
I
thing
was
while I'm trying to
7
run out of
watching
it.
it, I asked that.
Well, it's because you didn't say I'll be right back.
Right.
There you go.
I wouldn't even have attempted that door.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, that's my pick.
I love
love it.
it.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Are you
That-
excited for Scream 7?
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that's like, I mean, I think it's kind of silly that you keep announcing shit, but at the same time,
I love the
Yeah.
memes that have come out with that. It's like Creed poster says it's coming back for
right?
Yeah.
Creed poster. I mean, can we
Creed
please
poster.
get it?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe they're just trolling people too.
Well,
Yeah.
possibly.
Could
That'd
be a
kinda funny.
marketing thing.
That'd be
Oh
funny.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big time.
But it just makes you if they're not, it makes them seem a little desperate.
Oh,
And
for
I
sure.
wish they would
Yeah.
just kind of keep their number one. Some returning character like that makes no sense at all. Please, how are you going to do this thing? I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
So
A dream sequence. Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was
dream sequences. I can't stand dream
Oh, we got a future stream here.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we can have one after that happens,
No.
and we can talk about the movie.
Oh yeah. I hope it's the new Nightmare rumor going around.
That would be rad.
'Cause that would be cool.
Oh, I hadn't
love
heard
New
that one.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. New Nightmare was fantastic.
Yes, yes. Like do the Scream version.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
there.
see what we do with it.
That's
I'm
interesting.
curious.
see,
I'm
yeah.
intrigued. I'm curious.
All right,
Well,
mark your
that-
calendars. We're gonna have
we'll
another
do that.
stream, right?
Yes, that's right.
Is it coming out this year? What's the release?
It's
date?
next
Is
year,
that-
isn't
I
it?
think it's
It's
next year.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
all
next
right.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we love
So
us some Gail.
I
Plan
love
ahead.
Gail.
Gail,
I know we might be on an island on our own, but we love Gail Weathers.
Oh
No,
yes.
she's great.
Protect her at all costs.
That's right. I hope she has the tiny bangs.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Gail, bring them back.
Bring
Yes.
them back.
Love
Oh
it.
Lord.
I was worried about the bangs. You know? I love that though.
Yes.
No, I'm excited to actually see where they go with it. I hope it goes well. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm never like a doomist. Like, you know, sometimes people just want to poo-poo on stuff and like, I want it to fail. I want it to. I hope it does well. I hope they take a nice turn with the movie and this franchise.
What if
and,
it's the best one out of the
yeah,
new?
exactly. Going with an open mind. And you
Yeah,
never
Yeah.
know.
might
I'm
be.
trying.
Yeah.
You never know.
You
So-
never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you never know.
That's my quote for most of the time. So, you never know. You're gonna like going on Corey's stream? You never know. Ashley, great pick. That was actually one that I had lined up here too.
Yeah, I
So,
thought about her as well.
That's a great one to have on there. All right, Sin, we got you up coming
Okay.
up next.
Okay, so I started adding some more. I'm gonna go with the ones I added
Nice.
before anybody else
Alright.
mentions them.
Okay.
There's some obvious ones, obviously, but the reason I added this one is because I was inspired by Corey's pick
Oh.
because it's like sci-fi horror, and this is okay. So this character comes from almost my favorite movie of all time. And it's only surpassed by the sequel, which is my favorite movie of all time. But this first one has more horror elements to it, so that's why I'm going to count her.
Ooh, send the
Also-
suspense. The suspense.
I know. I'm like, what is it?
Also, I met her in real life and love her to death. She is super fantastic.
Oh my
Yes, here
God.
we go. Here we go. Sarah Connor from
Yep.
the Terminator.
Oh, nice.
She's a twin. A twin.
Yes,
Twin.
exactly. She is.
Oh, cool.
Sadly, not anymore. Her
I
twin
know.
died a few years ago, so it's really sad. But
Oh,
she's such a fantastic character. Like the arc that she goes through, she
yes.
starts off so sweet, and I mean, she starts off like she's just this sweet little waitress girl spilling food on people, and and then she's thrust into this nightmare and has no idea what the hell is going on, and she doesn't know if she can trust Reese, and she just like everything, and just like Arnold's punching his hand through the windshield to come after her, she's like, ah! But like she was just so fantastic by the end of the movie. She was just like, she was having none of it. She was a fighter. She did, and I loved also in the sequel how you see her character continues to evolve. It was just so magnificent. She was just she captured. I just love everything about her character, and love Linda Hamilton. She's a beautiful woman.
Oh yes,
it's just such a lovely human being. And I met her a few months ago, so it was really great. Yeah, I know, it was so cool.
I was going to say, as soon as you said that part of it, I'm like, I know who you're going to say because I saw your video on there.
You saw my video because my son. Okay, so he's never seen me fangirl ever, but
and he did that day.
I met Linda. I asked her a question in her panel, and then I talked to her later down at her little booth. And one of the first things she did when I just went up to talk to her and I put my hands up, she took both of my hands. And she held my hand. Right. And then we were talking, and she said, why are your hands so cold? And I said, it's probably because all the blood has gone to my head. And she reached up and she like rubbed my cheek. Like, oh my God. But I held it together until we left. And then I talked to Nick Castle
That's
on
awesome.
Halloween. And yeah, it was just like, it was such a fantastic day.
And then you fainted.
And then later I was just like, I started like kind of, well, I talked to Linda Hamilton. And my son, he's recording me right now.
I'm watching my mom fangirl again.
Yeah,
talking about fangirling.
So yeah, Sarah Connor, she's just, I love her.
She's a badass.
It's always so
Absolutely.
cool when your idols are actually nice in person.
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you meet your heroes, they're not so
They
nice.
always warn you. They always warn you.
She was lovely. So
she's
sweet.
She's in the next season of Stranger Things, I think.
I know. She talked about
Yep.
that.
The only
Yeah.
reason I'm there, Mika knows I've abandoned Stranger Things. I will be back for the last one.
Yeah,
When it went
same.
to the Russians, when they got to the Russians, she was like out.
Yeah.
Too much.
This is my stop. I'm
Yeah, that's kind of going. I don't know. I don't love it as much as I did the first season, but I'm definitely going to be there, especially because Linda Hamilton.
Gotta finish it.
Yep.
They were smart about that. They knew what they were doing there.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great one to bring in. I bet that's funny. Well, as soon as you said that, I remember seeing that video of like,
because
my son has never seen me fangirl before, but today he did.
I love that.
He made a short video of these little clips he took of me that day. Like, I got to meet Linda Hamilton.
So cute.
It's like you'll never see that again.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine if you didn't have
That's how we would be with Sigourney.
Oh my God!
Oh gosh, yeah.
I dive.
There's always somebody you'll fan out on, like I think everybody has one person that if you met them in real life and you were like, oh, you can talk to them, and you'd just be like, you'd lose the words and you'd just be like,
100%.
I love you.
I gotta see if I can find for you guys. There's a video of like she's like a writer. She was actually at an event where Sigourney Weaver was being honored, and all you see with her camera is her getting closer, like never talking to her, but like orbiting, like just making, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so me.
I love it.
That'd be me too.
That's funny.
No, I love this. No, great. That's a great pick. I mean, that's definitely is a great one to have on there.
Yeah, there's my Terminator poster back
there.
there.
You go.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, I love this.
All right, Lena, you're up next.
Yes, my next pick. Oh man, it's so hard. This list that I have.
Right?
I'm just like, where do I go next? You know. But I'm gonna go for a lady that's been in a lot of different horror movies as of maybe the last year, and that is Mia Goth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Gorgeous
Waiting
human
for it.
being. X, Pearl, Maxine. I love all three movies. I think it's hard for me to choose one, but I think X is my favorite because she played both, you know,
Yeah, I love it.
Maxine and Pearl, the young lady and the old lady. I mean,
Mhm.
could you imagine how being on set was? And you're just like, my job's not done because I've got to play this old lady. And
Did you know that going into it? Because I had no
I
idea.
didn't. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like shocked. I was like, "What?" Like that's
So good.
amazing. She's so talented. And Pearl was great in its own right because it's very musical-esque and
I love Pearl.
Wizard of Oz and the
The color.
music. Yeah, the colors of the film. And I mean, Mia Goth, she needs an Academy Award like right now. Right now.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I also loved her in Infinity Pool.
Oh, yes.
And she was in
That was
good.
bizarre. A lot more unhinged.
Oh my God, that was a freaky movie, I must say.
So freaky. Yes, Corey, have you seen?
I have not seen that
Ooh,
one.
That one's off the rails.
Save that for Unhinged night.
Yes, yes.
Lana, what did that tell me? Don't leave any resort. Like stay.
Right, yes.
Yeah, when they have the lines at the ends of the beach at the resort, don't go past those.
Oh, yeah, and they did. So crazy. But let's see. I think she's going to be in that Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
she is. Mhm.
so stoked on that. Super stoked. I mean, I know Nosferatu was really big, and I'm just like super in that gothic era right now. So to see her in that scenario is just gonna like make me go crazy, make me go feral. Yes. But yeah, I'm excited to see what else she does. And also someone that can pull off the no eyebrows is that's awesome.
Right.
Like I tried as you can see. I can't go that route. But she looks great. And I don't hold it against her that she was with or is with Shia LaBeouf, which I used to love Shia LaBeouf. Don't get me wrong. But
Were they still together? I wasn't sure.
I don't know.
I
But
thought
they have a child
what
together?
happened? Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I guess I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're a guy.
Oh, you know, I just feel like they've cut me off recently. I thought we were really close, and I would usually talk to them a lot and find out about things that were going on.
You
in their
didn't go
life,
to brunch
and,
with them?
and they just stopped telling me things that were going on in their lives. And I'm like,
What the heck?
come on. Yeah, no, I
Yeah. Love
didn't
Mia
realize they were a thing.
Isn't that it's just
point.
bizarre to me, I guess. But it seems like Mia is an interesting person on her own. I mean, you know, her voice is so unique and
It is.
she think she's really cool. Great fashion sense. So she's got a lot going for her.
Well, I think both of them are some actors that kind of go off.
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
something. I mean, the two of them together, that'd be a fireball right there. Yeah.
Right?
Well, her voice and her acting doesn't sound like her regular voice.
Right. Yeah.
That's
That
what
too.
really threw me. So when I first saw her, I think the first thing I saw her in was X. And I liked X, but I did not like her character. I just did not like she was so full of herself. I don't like I was like, I don't like you. Don't like you. I wanted Jenna Ortega's character to be the anyway, whatever.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she was irritating me.
But
you know.
I didn't want to see Pearl because of that. Because I was like, and Mia Goth was like, she just so I feel differently now, but like this was like this weird evolution I went through. Like I was like, I don't like your face.
Yeah.
About your face. Like I want to like I feel a little bit violent. Like I want to punch you.
I
And it
don't
was
like your face.
I know. And I was like, why do I feel this way? Because some actors I just get an instinctive dislike for. Like I can sort of pick up their actual personality. And I was like, well, is it her or is it just the character? And so it was bugging me because I was like, I don't understand why, because I can tell she's a good actress. So I went and found a video of her doing an interview, and she's talking. And number one, I didn't know she was British. And then she had this most adorable little cute tiny
like
voice.
little mousy voice kind of. You know?
I was like, well,
you stop trying to win me over. Stop. You stop trying to do
I know,
that.
it's like,
I want to hate your face.
I want to hate your face.
right,
Yeah.
she's so cute. And then I watched what was the other one that just came out? Maxine. I liked her character a little bit more. She played the same character she did in X. I liked her character a little. She's still a little full of herself, but I liked her more. So it was like, okay, I'm warming to her a little bit. So
yeah,
that was the weirdest thing. It's like, why do I feel this way?
Some actors will do that. Like,
yes, I can relate to that. Are you a Pisces by chance?
No, I am not actually.
I always wonder if it's because because I get those vibes from people too.
Throwing out the astrology now.
And you just like, have you ever like, so like, let's say someone that's big and everyone seems to love them, and you're like, well, I never liked them from the very first moment I saw them. And then it's like, maybe eventually they kind of reveal themselves to be kind of a turd or whatever, and you're like, see, I knew there was a reason I didn't like you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's some actors we learned that were like, they're assholes in real life. I said, see?
Yes, right?
I told you. I told you.
And then some people that play some of the most awful characters, and they are just the most charming people. It's like, it's so funny.
That I found, actually, not to go off on that thing, but I found that a couple times where there's some actors that did a really great job of playing horrible, horrible people in movies. And then you hear about them in real life, and they're talking.
Like, oh
and
my
like,
gosh.
oh, they're not horrible.
That's gotta be fun for them,
But you're like, you almost want to hate them because of the character they played. But like, that'd be a crazy thing, I think, to run into roles where you maybe when they run into characters that they kind of follow the same kind of theme a little bit, maybe if they're the jerk or the abusive person or the whatever, and they follow that path, and they do a really good job doing that. But then when they're in real life, that's what them as,
some people legit are very ugly to them when they see them in real life.
Yes.
And it's like, I was paid to act that way. Stop. I'm sorry.
Right, yes.
But I could see that being that's a crazy thing.
Because what's Julia Roberts' niece? She said that.
Emma Roberts.
Yeah. She said like, oh my God, like she plays like unlikable characters, and that's so opposite her, but so many people don't like her based on characters.
I don't know about this with her. She's got a history of domestic abuse against her former boyfriend.
From American Horror Story. Evan Peters.
So and she's one I never liked from the beginning. It was like,
all right,
okay,
makes sense.
That's your I told you so.
Like,
no, Julia.
No, Julia. No niece. I loved her in Scream Queen. So.
Oh my God, Scream Queen.
Yeah, that's so good. That was a series, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to watch that.
Nash as security.
So fun. Oh, so many good moments from that show. All right, Corey.
All right, we're on to me. Since I was hinting at it the last time, I'm going to throw this one out there, just because I was meaning to. We were talking about theaters showing some classic movies every once in a while, where you go back and see them on the big screen. And I had so many plans last night to go see this, but we had some ice and freezing rain in our area where I couldn't do that. But I ended up watching it at home because I wanted to see it. I was all hyped up for it, but it was Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
So thinking of Julia,
yes.
Julia with Frank.
That's a good one.
Frank. Good old Frank.
Good old Frank. Good old Julia and Frank. So it had been a
daddy.
Oh God, yeah, come to daddy. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
Love a good villain.
So good.
Yeah, he played the villain pretty well in that one. So but that one I thought she was like, oh, it was so diabolical, some of the things that she did through that movie to not only her initial relationship with Frank, which, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Like the first time they were like, okay, not to go too far into it, but like hooking up, hooked together was on top of her wedding dress on the bed, before the wedding. I'm like, oh my gosh,
what always gets me is when he takes out his pocket knife. and like cuts her
Yeah.
negligee or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
That's scary.
He was doing a lot.
I'm like, bro, I pay good money for that.
Oh,
Yeah. You know how much that costs?
Red flag, red flag. What's with the knife?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I completely forgot about that scene, and I'm like, oh, that ticked it up a couple
messed it
notches
up.
on the evil list.
Yes.
Like, right on top of the wedding dress. Like,
No shame.
so, nope.
Yeah.
But then some of the things that she was like bringing people in to revive him and get him the new flesh or whatever. That was like in that, and then even turning on her husband, his brother, which that you could talk
She had a
about.
new man. She had a new man.
Yes.
Yep. And then the stepdaughter too, you know, like willing to throw her up kind of for sacrifice for that
No
whole
mercy.
thing. And but I was like, oh yeah, I could talk about this one for tonight. So she was pretty
villainous.
Yes. Yep, for sure. But I wish I could have seen it in the theater, but it wasn't like horrible, but it was like icy out, and I was just like, I'll stay home and I'll just
better
watch it.
not.
Blame you.
Corey, you
But-
should have skated there. You should have
What's that?
I skated there.
risked it all. Like
I know. I should have watched it. It would have been
we
fun.
might not be talking today.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, right. Y'all would be backstage right now, be like,
I
"Why
stayed
isn't
home
Corey
today.
going live
There's
yet?"
ice. We stayed home today because of ice, so I hear you, Corey.
Corey's such a jerk. Why aren't we live yet? You know, like, come on. I'm in a ditch somewhere right now.
But
But no, I thought that would be a fun one to see in the theater. That was not one that I got to see on the big screen. I the first time I saw it was VHS back in the day with a friend. Probably earlier than I was supposed to be watching it, but we did. But I thought it would be fun with the score, everything with it. It would have been fun in the theater. But maybe next time.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah, she was mean.
Oh,
She was.
Yeah, I said she was all about her man.
Oh gosh. Well, and I'm not excusing him. Frank was a pretty bad guy too himself. So but yeah, that's why I'm going to go for my next one.
I like that one. That's good.
Yep.
Good one.
All right. Well, let me hit the chat real quick since I've been talking a lot here. Like I said, I'm going to skip past some of the highs back and forth. We got Stacy in here saying hi, Ashley.
Oh. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. This was probably your last pick, but Eli was saying great movie.
Oh, thank you.
I love having you guys.
It's the same inflection
Yep.
It
and
is.
everything.
It's great.
Jim was saying yes. Billy Zane is
Oh,
hilarious.
so funny.
He's funny in real life too, y'all.
Oh, really?
I love that translates to real life.
Yeah,
Yes.
I went to one of his panels when he was at my con, and he's really funny. That was a great panel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Movie Hunter was saying, I literally just ordered Demon Knight on Blue this
okay,
on
right
Amazon this
timing.
morning.
Yes.
It's funny how those things happen, but yeah, I've had that before
Meant to
too.
be.
We got Allie in here saying hi, everyone.
Allie.
Sorry, Allie. It's probably been a while ago. Hopefully, you're still around here. I'm good at falling behind on things, but that's all right. Allie was saying, I saw Infinity Pool in the theater, and it was wild.
Wild.
Oh, yeah. I bet. Like all up in your face.
Wild.
That's when
Trailer
you,
looked wild.
whoever you went with to the movie, you like kind of look at them and like, I didn't know it was going to be this way.
That's the
It's
perfect way to
trippy.
describe it.
It's trippy.
Allie was asking, Sin, have if you haven't seen Pearl yet, you need to.
I don't
Yeah.
like the character of Pearl.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I really don't like
I
her.
hate her face.
I
Right?
don't want her. I want to see her in a character that I like. Actually,
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
I'm ready to see her in someone that.
Give me a character I
that
don't want to
plays-
punch her face in. Well, Allie is given a vote for that one. So, you know.
I've heard good things about it. So.
Allie was saying Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Richard Brake played great villainous characters, but when I met them, they were so sweet and gentle.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
Jeffrey seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he does.
That's cool when it happens that way.
Oh yeah.
But I can see some of those people where people get so tied up in the movies or how they know them, that they're just like, you're a awful person. You're like, I was just paid. They told me to act that way, kind of a thing.
Literally.
But you look like you were having too much fun.
Yeah.
Acting that way.
Yeah, you smirked. I saw you smirk when you did that.
Believable. Too believable.
I was saying, good old
Oh,
Julia
yeah.
and Frank. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Ride of Oz.
I actually hadn't seen that movie, and it's been a long time. So
It's so good.
like I said, I forgot about that scene with the wedding dress, and I'm like, oh gosh,
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about her tomorrow night. So
that's a good one. She's a good villain.
Holland is amazed by what we're talking about. Sorry, Holland, we abused your ears with that one. But Anthony saying hi to Allie. All right, we're going to run through some of these real quick, and then we'll get back to our picks here. Anthony was saying Julia is fantastic villain. I love her story arc in Hellraiser. She earned her villain card and then some.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can say that again.
I would agree with that as well. Allie was saying, thankfully I saw Infinity Pool alone, and I wasn't expecting something weird because I had seen Possessor.
Oh, yeah.
Those Cronenbergs. Those Cronenbergs will get you.
Yep.
Oh,
So she was prepped and ready.
oh my God.
All right. I know I never wanted to keep anybody longer than they want to be, but I know we're hour 15. Are you good to go through another round or so or whatever?
We're hitting
All right.
Yeah.
Like, never feel bad about it. I just don't want to draw it out too long. But before we go into that, I saw a couple other chats throw up here. I was going to say that Mike was saying, throwing up here, hello,
hey.
movie friends, saying hello, and saying, hey, I'm Mike from Movie Hunter. But okay, Kira and Mika.
Okay.
Next round. Let's go.
So we love a good story arc, like a good, so like
The trajectory of this character.
Yeah, we like sometimes a character who goes through some things,
Put through the fire.
yeah, and then comes through the other side. So we went with one of our favorites.
She still was distraught at the end, but she made it through.
She made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the scent. Sarah.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Sarah is so good.
Yes, we love Sarah.
I do want to highlight. I love that this cast was all female centric. Yes.
Mhm.
And then Sarah's character, my goodness, like going through so much tragedy without giving too much away.
Yep.
And then betrayal thrown in the midst of that as well.
Oh, yes.
And then had to fight for her life. Had to fight for her life. Yes.
Those scary things.
Oh my God.
And I love it, like, all that stuff you're dealing with, the claustrophobia.
Yes.
I literally told Mika, please, like, the scariest thing that someone could ever do, you would never, ever see me try to caving.
I know.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
No, but I just loved her whole
Story
how
arc.
from where you found her in the beginning to
To
the
the
end.
end. Mhm.
I think it's great. She's so good. I don't hear people talk about Sarah a lot, but I just love that movie. I think it's so well done, and she's just a great final girl. Yeah.
For sure.
I
Love
have
it.
that in the collection. I have not watched it yet.
God, Corey.
Put it to the
I
top
know,
of the
right?
list.
That
I'm
one
gonna
is good.
I'm gonna
I
find so
haven't
many
seen
ways
it
for you
either,
guys
but
to
I
be
know all
disappointed
about
with
it.
me.
Yeah.
Corey,
That needs to happen fast.
Yes. Move it to the top.
It really does.
So good.
Believe me, I can disappoint you guys all night long. I'll like throw out so many movies I haven't seen that you have. You'll be like, Corey, come on.
Okay, Corey.
We're reminding you, we letting you know.
Yeah.
And we want you to bring that to the top.
Gentle
of it.
reminder. Watch
Yes.
this.
Just a reminder.
Watch this.
Yes.
Yes.
But I've heard so many good things about that,
Oh,
and
yeah, I love it.
that's why I bought that. I can't. That's the thing. I always forget who threw it out the first time recommended it, but that was one I know I bought used. I got it sitting there.
Oh, so good. I love it.
So good. I think you'll love it, Corey.
So high recommendation.
Oh, yes. I love it.
Right on up there with Dr. Sleep. Don't forget Dr.
Yeah,
Sleep.
right.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna have like 48 hours of watching movies to have to catch up.
So many
with that.
movies.
We're gonna
y'all.
quiz you.
Yeah, right.
So
Oh,
many
God.
times.
Please don't do that. I'll fail. I'm really bad at tests, so I'll fail that for sure. I love that. So, what did you see it in the theater? What was the first time you saw it?
Yes, we actually went to go see that in the theater. And sometimes we get so nervous because you guys probably feel this way. We never know if like when we're really excited for a horror film if it's going to translate to that collective experience when we watch it, because we hate when we go to the theater and you're sitting and then you leave disappointed. This from start to finish was like,
I love good tension inducing.
Oh my god.
And also
atmospheric.
good story. Like this had a good story for me, and I love it. Like I said, so good. I thought.
Oh, and the creatures. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's when you were
freaky.
sitting in the theater. So you got to see that, and there was a common reaction
love
that was
it.
like
Yeah.
jiving with what you were
a
doing.
great movie to see with other people. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that way. I had that first experience. Again, I'm good at going off track, but we were talking earlier about a companion.
Oh, we still have to see that.
And that was
you guys
one.
must go see that movie.
So
We're
that
gonna go
that
see
has
it.
been my first experience in a long time of having a common experience with people around me. In the
Oh,
theater.
wow.
Yes.
Have to go see
Where I laughed out loud at a couple spots where I was like, I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, oh
Yep.
gosh, did I do that out loud? And
Yep, yeah.
and then I heard other people doing it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
everyone who's seen it here likes it.
What's that?
Yeah,
Everyone
I'm
likes
going to
it.
go see it again on Monday with my
Yeah.
son.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
loved
heard,
it.
It's
I loved it.
so much more comedic than I thought it was going to be, but it's done well. It's a black comedy.
it's a
what
dark,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, because there's some gnarly kills, there's
Yeah.
some violence, there's some blood. Don't watch the trailer for anyone who
yeah, we
hasn't
have-
seen
nope,
it.
Oh, good.
No, yeah,
Good.
Try
no.
not to even look at the poster.
Just
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
into
Oh,
it.
we have
Just
it.
go into
We're
it.
going blind.
Mhm.
Go in as blind as
That's
possible.
perfect.
You will have the best time then.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
yes.
I know we
yes.
tried to
Yes.
stay blind.
Yeah, we're gonna go this weekend. Yes.
I saw
Nice.
the stuff you probably shouldn't have seen before, and I still had a fun time with it.
That's
But
the same.
Yeah.
I think it would have been
Yeah.
even. It would have been amped up even more if I wouldn't.
I
have
wish
seen
I had
that.
not seen
Mhm.
certain elements of
Yeah.
that
The,
full
the,
trailer.
te- the
The
teaser was okay.
perfect.
The teaser
The
was perfect.
trailer
All you
was-
saw was images. You had no idea, like, what is
Yep.
going on? But
Okay.
that trailer, oh,
I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
There's still
Right?
some surprises, but
Yes,
Yeah.
there
I'm with
are.
you.
No.
Oh, gotta go
We
see it.
should-
Okay, we are there.
Nice.
I had fun with it. I had more laughs with that one than I thought I was going to. Like I was not expecting it, but I would like chuckle out loud. I'm like, oh gosh. And then like 4 other people around
Yeah,
me were
there's
laughing
laughter
too.
in
And I'm
my
like, oh, I'm
theater,
good.
too.
Oh, I love it. Okay. See?
Yeah.
Like I said, dark humor, but
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I like that.
but good.
Okay.
All right. No, that's good. All right. Ashley, we up to you now?
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna go with?
What are you
Probably
gonna go
just gonna.
Let me take it out my list here.
You've seen this movie though.
I know. That's what
okay.
I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go with Anna in Anna and the Apocalypse.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Okay.
That's so good.
Nice.
That's a good choice.
Nice.
I love that.
I love that
I
movie.
love that movie.
That's a good choice.
Mhm.
I still need to see it. It's
I haven't
Christmas
seen that
isn't
either.
it?
Yeah,
And I love it.
Christmas themed. Yeah, I need to put it on my
But I think you
holiday
can have
list.
fun anytime with it.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
yeah.
That's so good.
Sin, do you not like it?
I haven't seen it, so
Oh,
I haven't.
okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Okay.
that or Descent.
Oh,
man.
okay.
I was waiting for Ashley and Sin to get in a fight here.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't like that?
Coming after you.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Where do you
I know
live?
of it. It just for whatever reason I just haven't stumbled into watching it yet.
I
I
just
enjoyed that one.
recently watched it.
Who's in that? Who's
Her name is Elle or Ella Hunt.
Yeah,
She's
I'd have to look.
she's a British actress.
Yeah.
She's been in a lot of like newer stuff. I
Okay.
can't
Oh,
remember
it's
what
such
else.
a good movie.
And then her dad, he's also been in the dad and the school principal. They've been in like British movies.
Yeah.
I recognize a few people, but I don't know
Yeah.
their names.
But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I just really love this absurd ass movie because
Oh,
how else do you describe it? It's a zombie musical Christmas movie.
I
Oh.
love it. I love it. That's the perfect way to describe it.
that's crazy.
And it's just like, how does this work? Because I remember when I heard about it back in, what was it, 2019, I think, when it came out, 2018. I was just like, wow, this
2018,
sounds, yeah. I was like, this sounds so stupid. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's zombies. Of course I'm going to watch it.
Oh,
I'll watch
no, my
it on
God.
the shit.
Yeah.
So I put that on because it was on like Amazon or something. And I had the best time, and I'm not like a musical person.
Oh yeah.
The songs make sense. Yeah.
And it's not like completely. I mean,
No.
yes, it is musical, but it's not like the entire.
Oh yeah, they don't
time
go over
of
the top.
it. So
Yeah.
I think somebody that does not like musicals still could enjoy this. Maybe
Oh,
they
yeah, for
won't,
sure.
but I think they still could.
Oh,
And
can I
there's
say?
a lot of heart to it.
I was
too,
just
I
going to say
thought.
that, Corey. I'm not going to give it away, but I like Shed It Sia.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
same.
Yeah.
Anybody that's had anybody close to them before,
Oh,
if you watch that thing, like you might have a little bit of like a moment.
Yeah,
You know, like
it does hit you a little bit.
There's some heartfelt moments there, especially me being a dad, and you know, like some of the thing, not spoiling anything, but like there's things that happen within that it makes you
very
feel
human.
There's more feels to it than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know, and I've watched. I think that's one of my most logged movies on Letterboxd.
Oh, that you've seen it the most times, or
well, I've seen Halloween the most on my Letterboxd.
Halloween's a great movie.
Yeah, I've only been doing it since 2021. Logging.
Longer than me.
We are bad with doing it. We're so bad with the Letterboxd.
I love it because I love going on, and I'm just like,
I know
you people do not have the same taste as me, but I love it.
Well, it's great for keeping track too.
Yeah,
making lists
that's
and
what
stuff.
I do.
That's how I remember like what I've seen through the year, what I liked, maybe stuff I've forgotten about. I'm also on Critic List, which is another movie review site. But when I post a review, I go to Critic List, Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb. I try to post all these different places.
Yeah.
But Letterboxd is great.
I love it. And I love when people comment and they're just like, this movie's dog shit. And I'm like, I know.
It was mid.
And then you're like, no, you're dog shit.
I know.
or like a movie that you absolutely hate, you think is terrible, and you see it's like got 3.5 or something. Like, what's wrong with you?
I love it.
Did we watch the same movie?
But see, I love that. I do like the different perspective. I love the different perspective. I mean, I will battle somebody completely like, what did you watch that I didn't do?
But I've totally had that though, where I'm like, oh, that movie was so much fun. I had such a good time with it, and people are like, that movie's shit. And I'm like,
well, okay.
I had fun with it.
Well, most of the time, I'm in agreement with the audience score on there. So
okay.
Every once in a while, I
don't know. It's just fun. Like okay, say like Allie. I love when me and her will log something, and I'm just like, ooh. Because we'll be so similar and then so far off, and I'm just like, oh, let me see if she hated this one.
Do you message her and be like, are you sure we watched the same movie?
No, I commented on her Death Proof one the other day because I can't remember what she said, but I was laughing my ass off.
Really?
I was something about the dialogue or something, and I was just like,
Death Proof.
Some reviews
I would love
funny
something that was because then I feel like when people have two extreme views,
I love it.
I'm always like, okay, is it good or not? I love when it's like that. I'm like, oh gosh, like you just don't even know at this point.
But see, I think that's the most entertaining thing in the world is to have two people that have opposing views on a movie to talk, but they don't get offended by the other person thinking differently. But if you can have two people that like don't get worked up about somebody thinking completely opposite of them, but are able to talk about it, that is entertaining to me to listen to.
Oh yeah, because some people be in their feelings about that movie. I'm like, I didn't like it.
You're like, I'm not saying you're a horrible person. I'm just saying I didn't like the movie.
You know what I get sometimes is you were obviously paid if you like this movie. Or you call yourself a critic.
Yes, or like that's not a horror movie.
Well, you're a shill. You're obviously a shill for these companies. Like, what you how to tell me you've never watched my channel without telling me you've never watched my channel?
Some people don't get my opinion. My list.
I might actually like this.
People just let me be cutthroat. I know.
And it's okay if you don't. It's okay. It's okay.
People get passionate about it.
They're passionate. They're passionate. Yeah.
All right. So we were passionate about Anna Apocalypse.
Well, if you go on Letterboxd, you'll see that it is very extreme.
No, I agree. No, I agree. So that was I was very late to that one. I know I talked to you about that one, Ashley, when before. I know you talked about it before, and I finally got to watch it last year, like late in the year. So in the holiday season, and I had a blast with it. And as soon as I put something out, somebody's like, "That's shit," and I'm like, "Well, you know what?
Don't
Well,
you love it?
it's okay. You think it's that way, but I honestly had fun with it.
I do. We watch it every year.
It went by quick. You know, like when you have those movies that just like whatever length of time they are, whatever they're playing, it just goes by and you're like, oh, it's done. You know, you see the credits rolling. It's like you were involved with it and you had a good time with it. Exactly. I'm not saying greatest movie ever, but
no, it was just fun.
It was fun. I had a good time with it.
And I like her character. Like she's not over the top. She's just trying to survive.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, like back to some similar themes we were talking about earlier, the arc of the character too. Yeah. I think she had a good character arc. I love a good character arc where they start off one point and become something maybe a little bit more. And not saying they were bad to begin with, but
she's not an annoying teenager.
No.
So that's always a positive.
Yeah.
She's not super angsty and shit.
She wasn't just like sitting in a room listening to Radiohead.
No.
She came out and no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So, Sin, you're going to watch Anna and the Apocalypse next.
And at some point, Descent, maybe.
Yeah,
I have so many movies to watch. It's ridiculous. I'm still trying to finish screeners that are going to expire at the end of March. So, it's ridiculous.
That's the good thing. The things I buy, they don't expire.
They don't expire. This is true.
They sit back there until I finally get around to watching them. But no, that's cool that you have that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, so, it's nice, but sometimes like when award season comes around, I get really overwhelmed.
A little much.
And had to make a spreadsheet like of what I'm interested in and when they expire.
That's good to keep track though, Sin. I like that rolling.
That's the only way I can.
We forget about it. Oh, good.
So, talking about things you're excited about or keeping in track with, what's your next pick for you?
My next one was another one that I added, and this movie is, I mean, I consider it a horror-ish film, even though maybe some people don't, but, you know, it deals with creepy stuff like seeing dead people, so that's kind of horror-ish, and some scenes were a little scary and intense, but so I never forgot her performance in here, and I always was blown away by it, especially the scene at the end when she's sitting in the car talking to her son.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going, Sin.
Lynn from The Sixth Sense, played by Toni Collette. That scene where he's telling her about her mother and just the gamut of emotions that she has in that one scene. So she's a little agitated because it's traffic, and then he starts to tell her this thing, and just her eyes, the way she's so expressive with her, like how she looks at him, like that. and then immediately as he's talking, like her face starts to change, and she starts to cry, and it was like, wow, I'm a fan. I like your acting. You're so good. I have loved her ever since.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's great.
And she was just this poor mother trying to just take care of her son and not understanding what was going on with him. And, you know, like, I think parents can identify, even if you're not a parent, but especially when you're a parent and your kid is going through something scary and you have no idea what is wrong and you don't know how to help them. Like, I got her so much.
That's terrifying.
I know.
Absolutely. But that scene at the end,
oh my God,
that always tears me up. It was so good.
And even the mannerism, she's like, I'm not even so, I'm not an acting guy.
Yeah, but the way she's just so good. Didn't she win an award for that? I thought she won an Oscar for that.
I'm not sure, but if she did it, she should. It's awesome. Though. It's just a great actress. Yeah. Toni Collette is great.
She is.
I love her. She's so many. She's been in so many different roles.
I know.
Yeah. Did you guys see The Juror?
Oh yes.
Yeah. She was. So one thing about her that I thought was really funny was that she put on such a heavy Southern
Oh,
accent.
yes, she did.
I was like, oh, wow.
She
You
did,
are
yeah,
really
yeah.
leaning
She
hard
did
into
lean
that.
hard. She leaned into the material. Yes.
That's awesome.
Sin, you were like, you can pump the brakes a little bit on
Yeah,
the Southern.
I mentioned that in my review. I was like, I was so distracted by it because it's like,
I love
mean,
your
it
enthusiasm,
was
but
funny.
let's.
It's like you're
Oh, yeah.
really working it.
I know.
Yeah.
I loved it. So I'm gonna go with this.
Oh,
I've never seen her in anything that I haven't thought she was great
Oh,
in.
yeah.
She's such a good
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, one series. You know, Meek and I watch TV just as equally as we do film. Wanderlust on Netflix with Toni Collette. Under the
I've not seen
radar. Very well done.
Oh, I think I have
Ooh.
heard about that.
Ooh,
I
so
haven't heard
good.
of it.
Okay, what's like a general synopsis
Oh,
of
I
it,
would
without
love-
giving away too much?
So it's a drama. And it literally, the best way to explain it is married couple with kids who seek to have relationships outside their marriage. Dramatic.
Oh, that.
Drama involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Some funny
okay.
elements.
So
Okay.
we're breaking it wide open on
Oh,
that.
yeah. It's good. It's good. She plays a therapist.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put that
Nice.
in my. If I don't already have it in my list, it's
I have
possible.
not seen that. I'll have to
It-
check where that's on.
It actually is in my list already.
Oh,
My to
look at
watch list.
Yeah, look at that. Netflix.
Oh, Netflix.
Yep.
Mhm.
Netflix. Cool.
I love Tony in Hereditary too.
Oh,
Yeah.
That ruined me. I've only seen it once, and that's all I need to see.
One and
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
One and
Oh
done.
my God, literally.
Yeah, probably not
Yeah.
gonna
Throw on. Oh,
Yeah, it's not a comfort movie.
Yeah.
oh,
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
yeah. Let me throw it on.
I'll have to
What's wrong
mark
with the
that
background
Wonderlust.
noise?
Yeah, right. I'll have to mark that Wonderlust. I there's so many. We have
There's
too
a
many
lot.
streaming services. I forget what we even have.
I
so
know.
So much.
Yeah, we're in our British era right now.
I know. We are living on BritBox, you guys. I kid you
BritBox?
not. The British series. Woo.
So good.
I used
good.
to have Acorn TV, which is another, and that's where I watched an excellent show. Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. I'll list it in private chat, but it stars Eve Miles. I think that's her name, from Torchwood.
Oh.
Lord have mercy. I can't. Well, anyway, that was fantastic. Sorry, tangent,
I'm
but that's a
noting
great
it.
British show.
Miles
It's
Torchwood.
three seasons, and then it's
Okay.
done.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
What's it
Oh, yes,
called?
yes, this is on our list.
Hold on.
I did a review for it. I loved it so much.
Oh, nice.
That's
Okay.
that's good. It's the
Remember the
Keeping
broadcast?
Faith.
Oh,
Keeping Faith. Keeping
Oh,
Faith.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Noted.
We
That's
just
a good
watched. Sorry to go off tangent, but we just watched a new show with her called The Crow Girl.
I've heard about that. I want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good, but it'll
How's it?
make you. Woo.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you talking back and forth to the screen.
I know.
What is happening?
Don't do that. Why are you doing
Oh
that?
my God.
Yeah, you have those movies or shows where you shout at the screen.
Oh,
Like, no, what are you thinking?
literally.
Speaking of what are you thinking, Lena, what are you
What am I
thinking for your
thinking?
next pick?
Well, it's so funny. Tony was going to be my next pick.
Oh.
just from being a mom now, and I can relate more to the characters that she plays and whatnot. But I'm going to pivot, and I've got a good one. I
Okay.
think I'm going to go with Lupita Nyong'o
In Us.
from Us.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Love it.
Yeah.
Pretty good in that movie.
Yeah,
That's a
she
good
totally rocked it with
Oh.
just the expressiveness of her face,
Yeah.
and the voice that she did in that film was just like
Ah.
insane and just so awesome. She has such range. Loved her in A Quiet Place Day 1 last year.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cat.
Another cat.
Frodo.
Yeah, there you go. Did you see her in Little Monsters?
Oh, yes. That was
That's
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Zombie.
Oh, I need to look that one up.
Yeah,
was
you'll
so
love her in that too.
Oh,
Pretty funny.
Now she put those
Awesome.
kids together.
Yeah.
I loved her in Wild Robot too. She did
Yeah.
the
Oh,
voice.
yeah. See that one.
I didn't realize she was.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I
voice
want to
of-
see that one. Wow, Robot.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
obviously not horror, but
that one will
Yeah.
tug. It'll tug at your heartstrings.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I saw it in the theater and I watched it with my husband too. I just sobbed both times. It's just
Oh.
it's so beautiful. It's so good.
Oh.
But overall, I just love Jordan Peele's films. I love all of them, and Us is one of my top favorite
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Yes, it's just so
Yeah,
fun.
that's my
That was
favorite of his as well.
that was like my Halloween costume, I think 2 years ago, maybe. How could I not? You know, like there's some doppelganger living underground of
I
me.
know.
Can I meet her?
We should do that. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say twins.
yes, that'd be so fun.
You could do that till
We
the
could. Oh my God, we
That'd be
could.
so sick.
Literally.
Yes.
I want to see that.
You
this
must,
next,
you
this,
must.
That would be
this
good.
coming.
You
I
have
like
to do
that.
that
I
this
know, I know.
Halloween.
We've got your
I know.
costume.
We got to see the pictures and everything.
Oh
You
my
all
God,
are like,
we'll
just
do it,
stop
we'll do
pressuring
it. I
us. Stop
know.
pressuring us.
That's such a good idea. I
We
like
need a
that.
red jumpsuit, some gold
Literally.
scissors.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
You're all set.
I like that.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
That's such a good pick.
She's so great.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what else she's gonna do. I know she's what was she in? She's gonna be in the Odyssey. Who was the director of Oppenheimer? I can't
Oh,
remember.
Christopher Nolan.
Yes, Christopher Nolan.
Oh
He's
my
gonna be in
God.
the Odyssey, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah. That'll be good. Christopher Nolan, yeah. It'll be good.
Yeah, he
I'd love
kills
to
it.
see her in just like a 100% Spanish language film. That's what I want to see her in.
Ooh,
that'd be sweet.
manifested. I love manifesting it.
Yes, manifest. I'm seated. Corey?
Oh, cool. Me?
Your
What?
turn.
What?
Corey!
Me? All right. I had to look up names because I'm horrible, and I have to always look up character names and actors or actresses' names because I just don't have the memory for it, and I was able to. But I wanted to say Mia from Talk to Me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one, Corey.
That
Yes.
is such a good movie.
This
Love
is
it.
one that I thought hit on so many different things, like so many, and every time I rewatch it, I'm kind of like picking up a little bit more, like loss, grieving, addiction. Like there's so many different layers to it, and I think the character Mia, like goes through all of those things through the movie. You see each of those poles through that, and great movie. There's scenes in that there's still churn my stomach too.
Right?
Wow.
So simple, but so like, oh my gosh, terrible.
Yes, that depiction of hell.
Oh, terrifying. Oh my God.
Well, the
But
scene
it's
with the little
rent-free.
boy.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm thinking of right
Yeah,
there.
that was terrible. Like it was so well, and it was YouTubers that made that movie.
Twins.
That's right.
Yeah,
Love them.
so that was cool.
Filippo.
But that's where I love seeing original things like this come out, where
Yeah.
it's different. It was different. It was fresh, and there was so many simple things where they could do it on probably a lower budget, but still churned my stomach at points, and I still was like, oh my gosh, and kind of had those moments or those feels of like, you can feel the loss, or you can feel the addiction pull that in certain parts of that. And no, I thought it did a really good job with what they worked with.
Oh
in
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, that was well done.
So
The ending was perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm worried about part 2. I want to see it, but
I know. Talk to me.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
Yes. I'm excited for that one. I'm
We'll
curious to
see.
see what they do with it.
I'll be interested with that for sure. But that was one that definitely was on my list. But I was like, I was trying to think of something a little bit different because
that's a good
when
one.
we're doing these things, I think there's some that are like. So my first pick, I probably figured with Alien. I was like, oh, that might be a big pick for people, but that was one that I was like, when I was looking through just my shelves, I was just looking at titles. I'm like, I didn't think of that one right off the bat, but I remember watching that and being really pulled into the story and
loved it. Yeah.
impacting it. So I'd say Mia. And
That's a good one.
Good
Oh,
one.
no, that's good.
Very well done.
It's a great pick.
Yeah.
She was a really sympathetic character. I felt
Oh,
very
I
bad for her.
know.
yeah,
girl.
well, you'd feel for it, but that's one of those characters too. It's kind of like, it kind of goes back and forth too, where it's like you feel for them, but at the
But
same
it's
time
like,
you're just
don't
like,
be so
stop,
dumb.
stop,
Yeah.
stop,
Right,
like
yeah.
stop, and but that's like in real life though too.
Yeah.
So you're talking about addiction maybe, and those things where you have some real people in your lives where you're just like, I understand, but please stop. You know, some of those things still go on, and then the repercussions of that going on
But
still
that
happen.
pivot that happened, that opened the door,
Oh,
the way that scene was, it made sense.
Yeah.
So because there's like this time limit, and it's like, okay, so of course something's going to happen, but is it going to be something that it made sense because of the loss that her character suffered.
Yeah.
So even though you're like, don't do it, you totally get why she did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's okay.
That makes a great movie though, where you're torn.
Yeah.
Where you're torn.
Exactly.
And, with that. So, but no, that was a great original movie. I think in the recent times that was like, that was not just a regurgitation of something else.
No, I like it.
All right. That was mine. I'm gonna run through the chat real quick, and then as long as you're still good, we'll roll through here.
Good.
Allie was saying those Cronenbergs, they'll get you.
Oh my God.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Man.
I know I'm behind, but as long as people are still in here, hopefully they are. But Megan Mike was saying, not sure
we
y'all
have talked about Companion.
Companion, amazing.
We've seen it.
We have
I
talked
can't
about
wait
that.
to see what y'all think about it.
Oh, I know.
Henry in here, Regari, saying, what's up, Corey and guys?
Hello.
Doom, what's going on? Doom's in here saying hi. All right, I'll jump through this. The highs back and forth. I'm going to run through here real quick. We got Chris in here saying evening, everyone. Hit that like button. Thank you, sir, for jumping in here. If you're still in here, I know I'm behind. We're kind of doing rounds, but Allie was saying a zombie musical Christmas movie.
I'm telling you.
That somehow works.
It works.
How can it work? It does.
It does. Can you imagine selling it? Like the script, it's a zombie Christmas musical.
Yes.
You sold me a...
I listened to that soundtrack too, just by itself.
There's some good songs with that.
There is.
They're fun. Yeah.
The Hollywood ending.
Yeah, I love it.
Sometimes unique concepts can definitely work that you would never imagine. I'm going to go back to Better Man, y'all.
Oh, now watch that. Okay.
The chimp persona works. You might look at the trailer and roll your eyes and feel like it's absolutely insane, but it completely works. He's not literally supposed to be a chimp. It's symbolic. But I don't think it would have been as effective if they had the human actor playing Robbie Williams. So
that's on the list.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, now I gotta watch it.
So good. I think that might be my number one for the year, and it's only January. Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. I loved it so much, and I did not expect that. So
you don't have to be like super familiar with Robbie Williams or anything.
So no, you don't. There are obviously a lot of people here that watched it had no idea who the heck he was. I knew who he was because I was familiar with Advertising Space. It was a song he did about Elvis. That was the only song of his I ever knew, but that was from like 20 years back, and I always loved that song. So I knew. So that helps, but it also helps if it's an actual real person. Some people thought it was just a fiction story. It's not. It's a biographical movie.
Okay, so definitely we'll have to see that one. I haven't seen it.
And then you might start to... I bought his soundtrack. Like, I bought the soundtrack of this movie. It's like, this movie's so good. I'm going to buy the soundtrack. I keep checking every day. When's the Blu-ray coming out? I'm going to watch this again.
Okay.
I saw it twice. It was a mystery movie, Corey.
Oh, that's one of the mystery?
It was one of the mystery movies. And then I went back and saw it again because I knew it was going to leave theaters very soon. It flopped hard here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
But that's the thing. It's like, that doesn't mean... That's not a judgment of a movie.
It's true, but
it just didn't hit with the mass market.
Some people had this, I don't know, like this sense of glee that it was underperforming. Like they were happy that it failed, and like that was aggravating.
Okay. Weird. Okay, this is me being the pessimist. Whatever. I won't go too into the bad things, but I think so many people. Not everybody, but there's like a lot of joy that comes with people failing or things going bad or flopping.
Or anything coming from Hollywood.
Yeah,
there was a lot of money spent on this movie. It was definitely very expensive.
Over budget,
because of the
they
CGI
didn't make it.
And all that. Yeah. But it was a movie that deserves appreciation because just because it was high budget and it didn't do well doesn't mean it's not good. It was very good.
Correct.
There was nothing messagey in there that could potentially aggravate you. It was just this story about this guy and the struggles in his life, and it's quite sad.
No, I agree,
You
but I
do a
think
film about somebody just so joyous, and people will still be like, "This fail."
yeah, right.
Well,
like
so
there's
especially
an
on
enjoyment
YouTube,
of that.
on YouTube, it gets a lot of clicks.
Yeah.
Negativity gets
True.
more clicks than anything else. So.
Oh yeah, we call them the keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't get so many views on my channel.
I literally don't
Just
click on
kidding.
stuff that's negative.
Yeah,
It annoys the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
but you know though, that's what.
Oh, look at a pet!
Love it. If my dog came in here, he would knock down my computer.
Especially when you know why they're doing it. It's like sometimes it feels like some people just review things and they're negative. Like maybe they truly didn't like it, but one person I saw on YouTube was like, now you see why I don't do reviews like this. It was like most anticipated because nobody watches like these videos, these positive videos. It's like, well, yeah, that's human nature. That's what people are drawn to. I'm not a hate watcher. If I know I'm not going to like something, if I absolutely, I'm just like, I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to torture myself just so I can get a lot of people to watch my video.
But you know, that's what gets clicks. That's what gets people.
I know.
I mean, I don't want to do it either, but you know, like, okay, like a rant video or like I hate this or worst movie ever. Like, but that's what gets
really
the watches.
Yeah. Well, if I don't like something, I'm not quiet at all about it. But I don't watch a film with the intent of disliking it so that I can make a video about it. Oh, sorry, that was a complete tangent rant, but
valid. Oh no, it's valid.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I know. I just ignore because we are totally not phased. And people get so upset when you're not phased. Yes, I'm gonna turn these comments off.
Well, that's what I think is kind of funny though too. I'll get things on this too where somebody like throws out a comment that I think I'm like, oh, they're trying to go for a big reaction. I'm like, that's cool.
Okay.
You know, that you can feel that way. I just don't, but yeah, good for you. You know, kind of a thing. And they almost get mad. It's like you didn't have that like big like I'm angry. Like, well, no, I understand that just because I like something doesn't mean you'll like it.
Right.
You know?
Leave them in rage. I know, leave them in rage.
Yeah, right. Just chomping at the bit, waiting to go.
Love it.
Anthony was saying, Allie got me hooked on using Letterboxd. I've never looked back. It's such a good
we got an up eye game on the Letterboxd. Wow.
It's just so fun. I don't care.
Know. It is. And then we like, what did we watch? I forgot.
Oh, I love doing that. It's nice to look back and be able to log what you watched and how many movies you watched.
Oh.
Can y'all hear me?
It says your battery was exhausted.
I know.
You can take a breath if you're tired.
I have never seen a message like that.
I love it though. It's kind of warning.
Okay, we're back.
Lena, just take a breath.
Your battery got
if
tired.
You're exhausted, it's okay. We all get tired.
My camera.
Take a breather.
Well, I don't want to ruin Companion, but for the ones that have seen it.
Oh, okay. I'll note that.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if we're going too long.
No. I have a toddler. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say at any point, I don't shut up really easily. So if anybody needs to drop out, there's never offense. I just don't shut up. I just keep talking until people are like, we're done. We're done, Corey. Steve was in here saying, yes, Companion is amazing. It was perfectly cast.
Sophie Thatcher is so good in there.
Well, after I saw that, I was
so
like, what
good.
else is she in? And I didn't know much. And then I went and watched Heretic. And then I started watching a couple episodes of Yellow Jackets.
I didn't realize I'd seen her in a movie a few years ago during the pandemic called When the Streetlights Go Off or On or something like that. It's a little known film. And she was in there. And for some reason, it never stuck in my brain I liked her performance, but it's like, oh, that was Sophie Thatcher. And I had no idea.
And Maxine, I forget.
Yes. I forgot
like doing the makeup or something.
She was in that.
FX.
Yeah.
Totally didn't even remember her in that.
It's her voice, because ever since she had to deepen it to play a younger Juliette Lewis, her voice has gotten deeper.
I love that like sultry voice.
Yellow Jacket.
What was that movie that she played a younger Juliette Lewis?
Oh, that's
Yellow
Yellow
Jackets.
Jackets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen Yellow Jackets.
Oh,
So,
God, it's so good.
yeah, I know I've heard.
I'm 3 episodes into that because
Oh,
Okay.
don't worry.
because
That
I saw
show
a
is
companion,
wild.
then I was like
New season
Heretic,
next
and then I was like
week.
Yellow Jackets.
Yes, next week.
Can't
Oh,
wait.
Excited.
so good.
Got to binge that
I've heard
this
it's good.
weekend.
It's
maybe.
that show is perfectly
Oh
cast.
my God.
Perfectly cast.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking where it's going so far, but
It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
it's hinting at some wild things at this point, but I have not gotten into it.
You
too
see
far.
it too. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Get hungry
I'll
a little
brace
bit.
myself. Yeah.
Things you do when you're
Prepare
hungry.
Buckle up, Corey.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Going for a ride.
Wow.
Allie was saying I think the most logged movie
Oh,
on Letterboxd is
Oh my
Grease 2.
God, Grease 2. Michelle
That's
Pfeiffer,
funny.
yes. I love that.
Allie and I are going to do a live stream about Grease 2.
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
good.
Let's do it. I love
I
it.
got to watch it. I've not watched it yet.
Cool
wow.
rider. Cool
I
rider.
know. Allie shames me too.
Okay.
I'm going to correct it. I will correct it, and we're going to do a live stream
Hold on.
talking
Have you
about my correction.
Have you seen the first of the
I know.
original?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I was gonna
yeah, I
say,
have.
what?
Oh, no. Right after you're like, wait a minute. Unacceptable. Don't just throw the two.
There will be
How
shame.
far out
There
of
will
bounds
be.
are you at this point? No, I've seen the original.
Okay.
Yes, for
Grease
sure.
is like a must.
Yep. No, I've seen the original, but Grease 2
Grease
specifically.
2's fun.
We're gonna watch that. We're gonna do a live stream about that.
I love it.
And she really thinks a lot about the dialogue on Death
See,
Proof.
I knew it was the dialogue. She didn't like the female characters in the beginning.
Oh, Death Proof is
Oh,
okay.
Well,
Oh, love
and she
it.
loves you, Ashley.
Oh, thanks. Love you too.
All
All right, I'm gonna run through. Caveman guys in here saying hi, everyone.
Hi.
I totally lost where I'm at with everything. Miss Caveman's in here as well. saying
hello.
hi, everyone.
Oh, yeah, Corey, NPR voice.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I just am thrilled that somebody actually likes to listen to my voice. So hey, we'll go with that. I'm gonna put a pin in that one. So okay, I totally have lost my spot at this point. Are we back around, or who are we
Yes.
at now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Kira and Mika. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Are you guys at least good for
Yeah,
another
we got
round?
one. We got one more pick. Yeah,
Okay,
we
okay.
did five. We did five,
Yeah,
right?
we did. But yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
Okay. You want to do this one?
No, you do it. I did
This one, right?
No, you do this one.
But you're gonna pick this one.
Oh, yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
You guys, sorry. You know we're narrowed down.
I love you too. I love you guys.
Go.
I love
This
you.
film, we thoroughly enjoyed this film from last year. Oddity. I don't know.
Oh,
No, that is
Yes.
a good
I need to watch
Yeah,
that
so
one.
good.
You
Oh,
both have been
Carolyn
talking about
Wright.
that.
Yes.
Danny. Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good.
Right.
It's so creepy.
So
Right.
creepy.
That's on Shutter too, and I have that.
Doesn't wear out
watch
its
that.
welcome.
Mm-mm.
She's so
Mm-mm.
good as twins. I didn't
Right?
even know they were
Yes.
supposed to be
You
like
know it.
identical. Yeah.
Yes, but that was so good. I love the scary.
It's a mystery story
yeah,
too.
mystery. Like
Mhm.
got us with some jump scares. Jump scares
Yes.
was so
Yep.
perfection. A couple jump scares
Oh,
that got
yes.
us with, and we love the ability to actually play both sisters, both of the characters.
Mhm.
Oh, it was
Mhm.
so well done. Yeah, unique. Like, oh my god! And then there was parts of that film where we were like, oh, what should she do? What would she do? I was like, oh my god, leave the house, stay in the house, leave, stay.
Right.
So good,
Yeah.
tension building. I loved it.
Yeah, so that was one of our
Very
favorite
well
ones.
paced.
Wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. So
Loved
we
it.
just thought that performance was
I was
amazing.
super impressed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of our favorites of last year, honestly.
Yeah,
I
me
wish
too.
I'd seen it on the big screen.
Oh,
Yes.
collective experience, amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see that one. Miki and Kara, both of you, I know you've mentioned this many times before, and I've written it down many times, and I'm horrible. I have huge lists of movies. I'd list things out, but I need to watch that one. I know it's on Shutter, and I have that, and I got to get back.
I
and watch
know you
that
will
Yeah.
love
one.
it, Corey.
Yeah, it was good.
It is a good movie.
I've heard it's kind of freaky a little bit.
Yeah,
I-
Oh.
It is. Yeah.
It is. It takes a lot to scare us. Maybe we desensitize at this point, but it did a good job. And like I said, I love the jump scares.
We weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
Like it was timed perfectly. It wasn't just thrown in there. It was like done quite well.
Yes.
And sometimes there weren't scares where you thought there would
Yes.
be.
Yep.
So they did a good
And
job.
it was a good mystery because we were trying to figure it out. Where is it going? What's this all about? Like it was well done.
How they did it. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Oddity. Star by that one.
I almost put something in the private chat, but you haven't seen it, Corey. So have you seen it, Lena?
Careful.
Yes, I love it.
Because I wanted to talk about
Don't spoil it
that wooden.
Oh yes.
Creepy.
What I think it is, but Corey hasn't seen it. So
you all can talk.
Yeah, but
amongst yourselves.
you'll see it in the private. Oh no, I can. I can chat to y'all separately.
Privately.
Okay, all right. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
ask
used to
you
being
guys
left
if
out of
that's what
things, so just go ahead.
You haven't seen it. I'll probably have to message each of you individually. Okay, I'm just going to ask you, do you think it was this? Okay, sorry.
And then 6
Go
months
ahead.
from now, I can talk to you guys and see what you were asked. And
6 months.
Yeah.
the way I go with things. But I know that was one I've had on my list for a long time.
So good.
Yeah, you must see it.
It is
Thoroughly
really
enjoyed that one.
So do you own that one? I've seen some people buying that one, and it's got a cool. I know, like people hate or love slip covers, but there was a cool slip to that Blu-ray that I've seen people having for that one.
Okay, I messaged you.
Everybody but me.
Everybody
Yes.
but you. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is that what you?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's exactly. It took me a little bit. It was like, oh, that's what that was.
I feel so left
for
out.
sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Oh yes. Yes.
I'm not the only one.
No.
I can't wait to actually watch the movie.
You must watch it.
It is really good.
Okay, 6 months from now, we're gonna have a live stream. I'm gonna talk to all of you. You all have to.
Put it on the calendar.
You're all required to come back on, and we'll talk about.
I wouldn't mind rewatching it.
Same.
I would
like
like rewatch that one.
All right, no, I'll put that on there for sure. But I know a lot of people have said things. Kira Mika, I know you've mentioned it many times, and I've written it down a couple different times. But I've heard other people talking about it too. Or I gotta check that one out. But especially when I got a streaming service I'm already paying for, I might as well.
Yeah, Shudder. I love Shudder. I don't use it a lot, but I love it.
Yeah, I've been watching quite a few.
Joe Bob Briggs, I love his show.
Love him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
he's
go.
great.
I'll skip to forward other ones, but Anthony was saying Oddity was so good. Corey,
Oh,
check it out.
Yeah.
He's a good judge of. I
Hey.
feel pretty good with his votes too on movies. So
Now, see, that one would be one where someone said this. That was shit. You'd be like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, right. Well, just wait,
Right.
just wait. We might have that comment here in just a second.
There's always one.
Yeah.
Always.
We'll have it at some point, or later on. Somebody will add a comment. They'll watch the replay of it and be like,
Yeah.
Oddity was crap, man.
Worst movie of the year.
Like, well, that's all right. They liked it. Maybe I will. We'll see. But all right, that's a good one. I got to watch that one for sure. But all right, Ashley, what do you got going on?
I'm gonna go with another new one too.
All right.
Her performance was just stellar. Naomi Scott in Smile too.
Yes.
Oh,
Had her on my list too.
She was really good.
Oh,
She's like,
so
I
good.
don't care how anybody felt about the movie.
Yeah.
You can't watch that and think that she sucked. Like that
No, she was
girl
really good.
put
She
everything into it.
Oh my god.
I mean, just watching her lose her mind.
No. Can I say that was
Yes.
also Ashley? Mika saw that first before me, and I was like, okay.
Quiet.
Don't ruin it. Let me see it.
That was a lie. Ooh, she just went through it. Great
Yeah.
pick, Ashley. Great pick.
Dude, and
Great
her,
songs.
Oh, dude, I
The
jam.
songs slap. Yeah.
But like, I mean, I like the first one, and I think it's
Me
really
too.
good. But I don't know. This one just like hit it for me.
Yeah, it was
Not with just her
Creep me
performance,
out.
but the movie.
Oh
It
yeah.
was- And that once there was only one movie that got me to actually physically jump in a chair, and it was that one. I
Yes,
was
yes.
so
Me
into
too.
that, and I'm just like, oh shit, I know something's coming. And
Oh,
you're just
Yep.
watching it, and you're just like, oh, damn it, there it is.
Yes, yes.
I hate that when it happens in a movie and you're
Yeah.
with people you know, and you're like, shit, I just jumped. And you just look at them like, I jumped, shut up, whatever. You know?
Well,
It's
like, especially when you know what's happening and it still makes you jump,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
that doggone music is what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sensation of it. Like, you know,
I had
something-
that happen to me. The recent one I really think of, sorry, side tangent, but was long legs.
Mm.
Oh,
There was a stupid scene that I'm like, there's no reason it should make me jump. There was a doll. I'll just say
yes,
that.
I see that
And
corn.
I frickin' jumped. And I looked at everybody. I'm like, shut up. I jumped. You know I jumped. Just whatever. Let's move on. And they all laughed at me and we
Funny.
watched the rest of the movie.
So good corn.
But yeah, when you know it's what they're going for and it still makes you do the little
Mm-hmm.
jump. Yeah.
Well, like,
they
I
did,
was
they
like
did something right.
tensing up though in that scene.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's the phone scene. If
much.
anybody has seen it, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, God
Oh,
damn it, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the screen and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, where is it? And then it happens.
yes,
And oh God, you got me.
Oh,
Yep.
yes,
it
yes.
was a
Damn
lot.
it, you
She
got
went through
me
a lot.
again.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, Demi Moore gets a lot of praise for the substance, which is rightfully so. But Naomi Scott was just
Yeah,
like,
that was
dude,
good.
this chick, she just came to a sequel.
Oh,
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm just gonna act my ass off.
oh, literally. Yes,
She
she did.
did.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah. All the feels.
Uh-huh.
Was a
Oh, for
lot.
sure. And
Yeah.
dude, that one scene when she's in that like red outfit and she's just like screaming at her assistant or whatever. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
whoa, bro. Like,
That was
I
a
get
lot. Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you-
know.
That
Oh.
hospital scene too. I was like, yeah, take me out. It was a lot. It was a lot. Take me
Yeah.
out. No, I would have to.
All
be
the
like,
dancers in
Oh,
the,
God,
in the
the-
closet.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm done. I would not have made it as far as she did.
No, no, yeah.
I'm like,
It's like
cut
that,
the mic. Yeah.
It was like that meme that was going around for a while. It was like, you know, if that happened to me, and it was like da 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 da, and they're carrying the suitcase, you know.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Nice knowing you.
Yes. That's my pick.
That's a
So
good
much.
one.
That's a good- it's a good one.
There would have been
I like
too
that.
much in that movie. Ooh, jeez, they were relentless.
All right, we'll move it along to Sin. What do you got going on?
Okay, so this is like a horror comedy, and it also incorporates something that I really like, which is like a time loop.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's the character's Tree
Yes.
from Happy Death Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
a really
enjoyed that one.
fun,
Yeah,
fun
that's so
movie.
fun.
So hilarious, so
Yeah.
funny. And it's just like in the second movie, which isn't as good as the first one, but the second one actually tears
Yeah.
me up because,
Yeah.
you know, her mother and everything. But
Mhm.
when her day starts repeating again and she has just had it, she
Yeah.
is done. And she comes across like her old boyfriend that kept like confronting her outside.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, "You are gay."
I love that.
It was so
That was a good movie. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
She's
that.
so
That's
so
funny.
charismatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's some fun scenes where it's like it comes back again. And it's like, son of a bitch! Like I went through this already. Like, come on, get out of here.
But she has a really good range. Like
Yeah,
she's
she does.
comedic. She can be like bitchy and snarky because she starts off not being a very nice or likable character, but she has a great arc. And she also can play dramatic really, really well. And she's got really good physical acting abilities.
Yeah.
And with her physical comedy and stuff. But so yeah,
Oh, such a
I
good
loved
movie.
that
I love
movie.
that one. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. And I didn't see that the twist of the killer there. Not to give it away. I was like, oh, clever. I didn't see
Right,
that.
right.
Was
Well,
really good.
And I saw that later, and I didn't realize that was her
Yes.
and Boys Kills World.
Yes, that was her.
Oh,
yeah.
did you
Yeah,
see
she
that?
was good in there.
The
Yeah.
I
sister,
need to see that.
Yeah, the sister.
With the helmet.
Yeah.
the helmet. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yep, I didn't
That
realize
movie
that.
is
And I
so fun.
It's kind of fun when you
I
put.
enjoyed it too.
Is that
Yeah.
Bill
Oh no, I had fun
Skarsgård?
with
Yeah.
that one too.
I need to see that.
Yeah, Bill
Okay,
Skarsgård.
I'd love to see that.
That's
You
fun.
saw it. Yeah.
No, I had fun with it too. But it's fun when you sometimes when you start putting people together with roles, and you're
Yeah.
like, so we were talking about Companion and then Heretic, and like, so some of those, like, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that she was in this, and then oh, she's in this too, and you watch
Yeah.
that, or like, oh, she's also in Yellow Jackets, or you know, whatever. In this one, you know, like Happy Death Day, and then also you know, Boy Kills World, and
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to go back through there and start discovering more things that they're in.
Right. Exactly.
That's such a good choice. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in my stack. I had some potentials, so I just didn't know what all was going to be pulled, so I had to. I had a whole bunch of.
You
different
ready,
ones.
preps?
I was trying, but that's a fun one. I was very late to that one too. That was just last year that I watched that one.
Oh. Have you seen the sequel?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Worth watching.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
Worth watching?
Don't
would say it's
expect
worth a
it to
watch.
be as good, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
It was a good watch. I love the first one though. The original was
Oh,
the
yeah.
was the
Yeah.
best. But yeah, it's
The second one felt a bit more comedic and slapsticky sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was very heartfelt, I thought.
Gotta say hi to Mama Blu-ray.
Mama Blu-ray.
Gotta say hi to that. I know there's other chats in there, but I saw her name pop up, so I had to at least say hi to Mama
Yep.
Blu-ray.
Love that name.
But no, that's a great one. I had so much fun watching that movie, and I love those. And so I know I had my maybe not worded the best poll on my YouTube, but I was talking about like little tropes or like storylines that were in movies, and that's the whole the time loop. The time loop one is kind of a fun one sometimes, and
I
so
love time loops.
Happy Death Day is definitely one that falls in there, and Day After Tomorrow, what was that? The one with Tom Cruise.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, Live, Die, Repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Sorry,
Yeah.
I said the wrong name.
It's
But-
and it's comedic, like it's even in Happy Death Day plus Edge of Tomorrow, like it's comedic. All the different death scenes, they get to be kind of funny.
Yeah. You know, there's points like with that one too, where it's like your leg is broken. Let's just start over. And like, no, I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, let's just start over. And just shoots him. You know. So there's a comedic, dark comedy element that falls into those, but I think Happy Death Day was that for sure. But that was what's cool too, is she had a great character arc within that too, because it let her experience that over again and maybe learn from what she was doing and where she wanted to go forward from that point. But, all right, Lena. What do you got?
Yes, my last pick is
Before you fall asleep.
Before I fall asleep.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm totally
sorry.
joking. I'm horrible about talking too long and keeping people too long. So it's
No,
nothing
no.
against you. It's me. But what do you got coming up?
It's all of us. I mean, I could keep doing this, but I've got to go see an early morning movie tomorrow. So
we can wrap her up here. So I'm sorry, but I appreciate you all hanging out.
It's
Oh
fun.
no,
It's been
no, this
fun.
is fun. This is great. I'm gonna go with Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 2.
Oh, nice.
She's the best part of those movies. I'm sorry.
Yes, she's a little badass. She loves her family. She doesn't take shit from art. The costume she wears in that is just freaking awesome. I haven't seen 3 yet.
Oh, I haven't either. You have. I have
Okay.
not. Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to come on Screenbox next week. But since it's Christmassy, I'm like, am I gonna watch it during we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably watch it, but but yeah, Terrifier 2, oh my gosh, it was extreme. And she goes through so much physically and mentally with art, and Terrifier's in hot water right now a little bit, but and it's not for everybody. And I mean, I had to watch it in 3 days because I just there's so much, like it was just a lot to take in. But I think she's awesome. I can't wait to see what she does in the future. I know she's been in some other movies recently. I think it's called The Well, maybe, but I haven't seen that one. She's so talented and beautiful, and She's just a killer character.
Oh, that's
And-
good.
I like that pick.
And I'm an Art fan. I love Art. He's just silly.
Oh my god.
he's a silly man. And when Terrifier, the first Terrifier came out, we interviewed him for a podcast I was on, and he was super nice.
He seems pretty cool.
He's so nice, and like his original, not to get off topic of women, but his original job was like being a Who on this Grinch thing going around the country. So I thought that was so charming. I'm like, and now he's like a killer doing all these crazy slasher films. But I think Lauren's got a big bright future ahead of her.
I would love to see him more things.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm excited to see what she'll do.
Oh yes, I see the well. I have to note that.
Well, yes, I heard it's also pretty extreme.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
So I'm curious about that.
Okay.
So you subscribe to what was it? Hold on. What did you call it? Slashbox? Is that what
Screenbox.
Screenbox, sorry, Slashbox.
Not yet. I'm gonna renew it when Terrifier 3 comes out next week.
You used to have. I just wonder how it compared to Shudder.
I do Shudder.
Shudder's definitely the superior one of the two.
Okay.
But Screenbox will have some long forgotten movies that might have just been on VHS back in the day, and I think that's cool. And a lot more like B-rated stuff, which I love. Just obscure things. And it's not too expensive, which is nice. So, you can sometimes they'll do like a 99-cent a month thing, and that's when it's the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are some films on there that you can watch without subscribing. So
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
it's worth looking into.
Sometimes it's cool to have some things like that pulls out some things that are under the radar, like you might not normally have seen. And so that's cool I'll have to check that out too.
Yeah, that's Bloody Disgusting's streaming service.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Our cat is losing their mind. Sorry.
That means I'm talking too long.
Oh, no.
They
always is literally like every night they pick up, they come to life around this.
Oh, yes.
You got these 1-year-olds.
I have like 15 more movies sitting here, and I don't even know which one I'm going to pick next. Because I thought there were so many I thought were going to be picked already that weren't, but I had some. So we're talking about some that maybe aren't as well known. I'm going to go with that because there's some great ones that I know you all will know, but they're awesome. But I'm going to go with maybe a little lesser known. And I'm going to go with Princess in The Loved Ones.
I need to see
that. Yeah. She was terrible.
Unhinged, crazy villain.
Just a little bit.
A little bit off the rocker.
Unhinged.
But I had to put her on here at some point, maybe as a good villain in that picture.
Yes.
That's sick.
With the drill.
Iconic.
Oh gosh. And I really enjoyed that one. It was a low budget Australian, I believe Australian film.
Yeah.
And but I thought it did such a great job. So when you're talking about, like having some services that pull some movies that are not your AAA movies, but you still can have a great time watching them.
Yeah.
And that was definitely one that I had a good time with. I bought the DVD of it. I think there's a import Blu-ray you can get of it, but that's what I got for right now. But yeah, Princess in The Loved Ones. She crazy unhinged.
Oh my god,
freaked me out with the drill, and then they had the syringe of the
she was nasty
cleaner fluid or whatever. But
she went unhinged.
Yeah, so I definitely was gonna with one of my I can't believe I have so many others I wanted to pick, but I did.
Part 2, round 2.
We can have the return.
You have to do this again.
We should. Yeah.
As long as you had fun with it. I'd have you all back on again and do this again. That's the thing. I'll just have to remember which ones I pulled this time and not do the same
I just
ones
marked
next time.
through the ones that were picked already and ones that I had. So I'm going to keep my list. So that I don't pick again the same one.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
It'll be just a running list.
Yes.
If I can trick y'all into doing this again sometime. If I can trick you into it again sometime, we can talk about the other ones we haven't picked so far. But
I love it.
But
And by
I
this
know
time, Corey, you would have watched The Descent at least.
Yes.
What else did we say that he needed to
What
watch?
was
Oddity.
Dr. Sleep.
Oddity.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
keep it to like 4 movies.
Okay, well that's 3.
Oh, 3, right?
That's 3. You've got
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Mhm.
The bad thing is I have all of them. I have all of them sitting back here, but I haven't watched them yet.
You have no
I have
excuse.
I have a disc
None.
of I have a disc of each. Well, except Oddity. I'll say that. I don't have Oddity, but I have Descent.
Oh,
and
but
I,
that's on
You
Shudder.
have Oddity. Shudder.
oh,
so-
Shudder. Oh, I have Shudder, so I have
So
it.
you have no excuses
No
at all.
excuses.
Exactly.
Gosh, you guys, you can't take all my excuses away. That's what I lean on. But I appreciate it. I know we've gone a long time tonight, and I appreciate all you being on here. I had such a good time. I hope you
It's
had
been
fun
fun.
going
Yes,
through it and
of
doing
course.
this.
Yes, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Not to take you too much longer, but we can go around. Do you have? I can kind of hit on each one of you, and like, do you have anything coming up that you want to like throw out there for people to check out?
sure.
Kira, Mika, you got
Oh, yes, we do.
anything?
You guys, we
go.
have decided to focus primarily just on one segment, do it well, and see if we can do it consistently. Yes. So every Friday for the month of February, starting tomorrow, we are doing for Black History Month. Black women in horror is tomorrow. And then next Friday will be Black women in Valentine's recommendations. And then we're doing Black women in film and then Black women in TV. So we're just going to highlight that kind of top 3 that should be on your radar for like maybe stuff that's been under the radar, but worthy enough to kind of share with people in case you've missed it.
What do you put
I
that
love
on? Instagram, YouTube? What are you?
On YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Yes.
That's what Sin just. That's what Sin just said.
Yes.
Jinx.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow at 8. You know,
Eastern time,
yeah,
yes.
And we're there for our new motto is we're there for a good time, not a long time.
Yes.
So if you tune in, you guys, 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
I love it.
So my thing is I'm here for a long time and not a good time because I'm like keep on time.
Corey,
Oh,
always
no.
a good time.
Please just
Corey.
stop,
Always
Corey.
a good
Stop
time.
talking.
Always a good time.
So cool. So YouTube, check out your channel. Like I said earlier, everybody that's on here in the description, I have links to YouTube or Instagram, you know, things that you got going on. So please check them out. But so YouTube, you got that going on.
Yes.
I'll definitely check that out. Ashley, you got anything big up and coming?
Big enough.
I don't know what to say. I'm just stupid and
No.
saying words.
I know I've been slacking on Instagram, but
Yeah,
you
need
know,
some pics.
personal reason. Personal
I
reason.
want to see some stack pictures again.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
You got some good. You always do some great pictures where it shames me when I take
do.
a picture
I
of
know
my
you
hand
do.
holding
I
a
be
couple
trying to-
movies.
I be trying to set up my pictures. Ashley doing like so good.
I'm just like, I got these movies. Click, and then she's got the blurred out
Yeah.
background and everything.
But
And I'm just like,
listen, I had a dude message me the other day, super nice guy, and he was like, "Hey, can I pick your brain a little bit?" I was like, "Sure, dude, what's up?" And I've never talked to this guy before, but he just goes, "How in the hell do you get your pictures to look like that?" And I was just like, he was like, "Well, do you use like a DSLR?" I was like, "Bro, I am not busting out my expensive ass camera for a photo of my films."
But you do a really good job with that.
No.
I think I said that though too. When the first time I started talking to you, the first time your pictures jumped out where I was just like, I got a shitty picture of my hand holding a
Well, I can
DVD in my
elevate
hand,
that
and I'm
for
like,
you.
oh yeah, and you're just like,
It's super easy.
well,
Ashley's the elevation.
yeah,
It's
you
the-
elevated
I'll
what I was.
elevate it for you.
Yep, there you go.
No, it's just I always put it on portrait mode.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
You just
good.
have to use portrait mode. I
Do your
literally
thing.
have an iPhone 10. I've never updated it since 2018. I
I
don't
don't
give
even
a
know what
shit.
I have.
But yeah, I just put it on portrait mode, and then I use kind of a little, editing because
But you do the background and some
Oh,
stuff
good.
with it, and
well, I try.
I'm just like
I give it the old
meaty
college
palm
try.
and
I wasn't
my-
very good at
my
college,
movie.
so
And
It looks
No,
good.
But-
We miss it. Mhm.
I will.
you got some
I
more of
don't
that
know.
coming up.
I'm trying. It just I've been kind of bummed last month, so
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's January. It's the January funk. We're in February now. Get out of it. Let's go. Let's go. Right?
Well, yeah.
I know it's easy for me to say.
Well, it's
I'm right
not
there
that.
with.
It's just you kind of when you lose your best buddy,
No,
you
not
kind of
at all.
I know. I'm
you
sorry.
kind of just get bummed, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Those fur
I don't
babies.
give a shit.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
And see,
I'll tell you what.
actually, we have our two new ones that are one, and we lost.
We got 4.
Yeah, like the 20,
wow.
20, 19, 17, and 16.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now we have these two who are one, keeping us on our toes. Oh my god.
That's
Aw.
awesome.
Oh yes.
I know
So we did it.
my mom will just be like, I was looking for beagles last night. I was looking
Aw.
for them for you because I was
Mm.
just like, because
Aw.
that's my breed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ever since I was like 8, I was just like,
Oh,
no, that's my
Sometimes
kind of
you
dog.
just connect.
oh my god,
And,
they're so
Yeah.
like,
cute. I love
They're
beagles.
stubborn little shitheads. And I love it.
so you connect with them.
I love
Is that what
it.
you're
Very
saying? No, I'm
much.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
I wouldn't deny that.
Love it.
That would be something I'd connect with as well.
But
So,
I'm trying. I was gonna do some today, but I got so because they're doing construction behind our house,
Mhm.
and it is just so loud that it just irritates the shit out of me.
Mm.
So I'm
Oh,
just
man.
like, I don't want to do anything. So
Mhm.
maybe it'll be quiet tomorrow, and I'll do some
Mhm. Fingers
pictures.
crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through that quite a few times, and it doesn't get easier anytime. But you always want to go back into it. I mean, they're
Yeah.
great to have around. They're great companions, whether
They
it's a dog or a cat, or
Mhm.
it's such a great companion to have around with you.
Mhm.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's God, you get
Well,
so
yeah,
tied
and
to those
he
suckers,
he was my shadow.
oh gosh,
Oh yeah.
that's tough.
So I mean, since 2020, when we were all told to go home,
Mhm.
and work from home and stuff like
Mhm.
that, he's been glued to me.
Oh yes.
So
Mhm.
it's just kind of like, oh,
Mhm.
I'll have good days. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Look at that
you
family.
lose your little
Hard.
spark.
No, it's
Oh, yeah.
rough. It's rough.
The family.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard.
Every time I know what's coming, at some point. But
yeah,
I've been through it like multiple times, and I
Mhm.
just each
Mhm.
time I'm just like,
Do I want
you
to
know,
get another one?
yeah,
I
I
don't think I
know.
can take the heartbreak,
Like,
but
no,
still.
well, each time we're like, nope, not another one. And like 3 to 6 months
but then you
later,
meet one.
we have another one,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and then we're just like, don't think
I
about
know. And you don't think you're gonna love them as much, and
that.
you
Oh
do.
gosh,
'Cause, oh my god, we
Oh,
love these
yeah.
these two. They're
They-
alive. Oh my god. We miss our senior cats. We forgot that they
Mm.
slept.
Oh, right.
Don't
Mhm.
sleep. Yeah.
Mhm.
They just hung
Yeah.
out. That's
When you
funny.
get the kids, yeah, it's crazy when you get the young ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's same with puppies. We're always dogs, but yeah, it's
Mhm.
a big difference when you got the older dog and then you get the puppy. And then it's
Mhm.
just like, just
Yeah.
burn some of the energy off and sleep for a little bit, please.
Exactly. Please, just give me a break.
But, no, I can understand that for sure.
But I'm trying to get, since I've actually gotten stuff and I just never took pictures of them. Like I don't. Yeah, most people didn't even know I got like Heretic unless you watched my video that I did on it when A24 sent me a damaged one. That was super
Oh.
of them.
Mhm.
But they were that was the best customer service I've ever dealt with.
So
Awesome.
that's the thing. I know it sucks to get damaged stuff, but when you have a company
Yeah.
that actually you're like, okay, you just listen to me that I have a problem, and they like
Oh yeah.
okay, let's fix it. And it's crazy when it's nice to be able to be heard and have somebody respond to you and
Yeah,
and
for sure.
correct it. But
They didn't even take 24 hours to respond to me.
oh, that's
Oh,
great.
Wow.
And then I had it, they literally sent it out that Monday because I got it on Friday or Saturday. So I got it on Wednesday or Thursday.
Mhm.
So, and that one was perfectly fine. And they didn't even charge me. And I was like, would you want the damaged one? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, I don't need 2 copies, but thanks.
Dig it. Love that.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry, you probably heard my dog saying hi now.
It's-
I could hear him barking in the background. So, Sin, you got anything coming up?
I gotta edit the review that I did tonight for Heart Eyes, and then I'm gonna go see Love Hurts tomorrow morning. So we'll try to get a review for that as well. That's
curious
that's
about
the
that one.
immediate. Which one? Love Hurts?
Well, both actually.
Oh, okay.
I definitely want to see Hard Eyes, but I was kind of curious about Love Hurts.
Yeah, me too. We'll see. So far I haven't been completely pissed with 2025 in movies.
Okay.
That's good.
I've been pretty satisfied. Like maybe some aren't as good, but like I didn't hate it. It didn't make me angry, so I consider that a win.
That's a win.
Yep, for sure.
We'll see how
Love
the rest of
Hurts
the year
has that
goes.
Goonies guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Short
Oh.
Round from Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Oh, Short Round.
Yeah, he was also in Goonies, but I just in my brain he's Short Round.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
and the
See,
trailer
Goonies is
looked
mine.
yeah, that's right, he was in that. But the trailer looked kind of funny. That was one of the ones that played and I actually sort of watched it, but then I stopped trying to watch it after a while.
That was one that was before Companion for me. There was the trailer for Love Hurts and Novocaine was the other
yeah,
one.
Novocaine
looks cool.
that's on my most anticipated.
Yeah.
So,
Those two played
Love
before
Hurts
Companion
is as
for
well.
me.
Novocaine.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that. I didn't see Novocaine.
Novocaine looks
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, Jack Quaid's in that one too.
he's like
so
he can't feel pain.
Oh.
So he
That's scary.
tries to rescue this girl that he likes that has gotten kidnapped. Something's happened and he can't feel physical pain. I mean, he can be killed and hurt, but he can't feel it.
Yes.
So I know it's different, but it gave me vibes of like Nobody a little bit.
Nobody was such a good movie.
And
And
I
the
like-
second one's
I like
coming out this
Nobody.
year.
Oh, my
I
okay.
like Nobody.
So I'm looking forward to that.
So, but it gave me that feeling where he
Yeah.
was just kind of like
Just this normal guy.
yeah.
Caught up in this. Yeah.
There. Oh gosh, I don't want to go into too much stuff, but there's a thing with a friar and a
Oh,
gun.
yes.
And, so I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm interested to watch that movie. I'll just say that. So, all right, I'm gonna stop spoiling movies for people, and we're gonna go on to Lena. Lena, what do you got going on?
I'll just, be doing more YouTubes and also blog for a website called Zombies in My Blog. So Companion's coming out soon. I did see Love Hurts last night, but I don't want to say anything to sway sin. 'Cause
Okay.
I want you to go in,
Wow.
Yeah.
open.
I try not to watch reviews of things that I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I want to see Hard Eyes, so hopefully I can do that one soon.
I want to see that one too.
But yeah,
Nervous.
I'll have to see. I don't know. I do like a weekly blog, so I don't know what my next one will be, but let's see. That's it right now, you guys. My birthday is next month.
Happy birthday.
So
And I'm going to be 40.
21?
Uh,
21?
Yeah. What
21?
anniversary is that? Like, I'm thinking about starting a new series called 40 with a 3-year-old because I think
Oh, look at that.
that sounds like it's going to be a good time.
Talk about keeping you on your toes.
Right? Okay. I think I heard him making noise, so my husband's tending
Oh,
to that.
sorry. Well,
No. This is good.
he's got it.
He's got it. He's got it. But
Tech
that's
support and child support.
I know.
right? Thank goodness.
Sorry, I'm just joking. But I'm going to say, everybody, if y'all will hang out just for a moment, I know I kept you really long, but hang out for just a moment when we go off line. But everybody that's been in the chat, I know I didn't get through all of them here before we ended, but I appreciate all being in here. It's one thing when you got a big panel on, to balance everything out. We always love you chiming in the chat. I know we try to jump in there once in a while, but that's me not keeping up with everything. But appreciate you doing that. Hope you come back. Everybody that's in here, please check the links in the description. Check out their channels. Like I said, it doesn't cost you anything, but you might find your next favorite channel to follow on these things. So love y'all. Appreciate you doing this. And we'll talk to y'all here real soon.
Bye.
So,
Bye.
we'll see